Where's the music?
Hello, and we are live. Hold on, let me just going. How you doing, everybody? And we are live once again. This is the Monday show. As you know, we are here every Monday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Renata, you want to do the honors, please?
Yes. Hey guys, welcome to Brazil with Renata Lopes. Good evening to everybody are here. And tonight in the live, we're going to show the party in some hotels, But for tonight, I'm going to show the party in the Marriott Hotel. It's some events they have here in Rio. And some people, they don't know if they able to participate, how to do it. So how is the event? So I'm here to show a little bit about it. I have invited for my friend Stella. She's not here for a long time, not inside the videos, but she's busy. She have her own life. But this day I supposed to be meet her, and she say, let's go to the party in Marriott. And I say, okay, let's go.
Cool.
Yes.
Well, hello everybody in the room. Parnell, JB, Ed Smith. Everybody, welcome. Boa noite. Bem-vindo. Okay, well, before we get into the video, Renata, do you want to tell them what we have coming up on Thursday's show?
Yeah, Thursday show, we're going to show breakfast.
That's it? Breakfast?
Yes, one nice breakfast in Rio de Janeiro. It's Gringos Cafe.
Okay. I want to say hi to my man El Guapo. Beautiful Eyes with the $10 super chat. Thank you. Let me throw up his he says, hey family, this should be good. Hey man, if you want to jump in anytime, I'll throw up the link in a second. It's good to see you, man. How's the family? How's the little one?
Long time.
Let me throw this link up.
It's huge, big and strong.
Throw that link up for you. And where are you at these days? Are you at home or are you traveling? At any rate, it's good to see you, man. Yeah. So, do you want to get into this video? Or you want to talk some more? Okay. So this breakfast place is where?
And Gringo Café.
In Copa?
Ipanema.
Is it just one location or is it like a different
Very place? Close to Copacabana. Many guys, they know this place. They go there to have a nice breakfast.
Okay. Is there one that's the only location?
What do you mean only location?
Is it just one restaurant, one location, or is there one in Copa, one in, different
No,
places?
that's one restaurant, one location.
Okay. All right. But breakfast must be pretty good then. People are traveling to go eat there. I'm not a breakfast guy myself, so I don't know.
After they get familiar, they talk with some guys. The guys, they give the info where they go to have a nice breakfast, and they go there. And all the time, people go there. It's so nice, so good breakfast. The food is very good. Then they wait. You need to put your name in the list and wait for the table available because it's not a big place, but the food is really good.
Cool. What's today's drink?
Fanta.
Fanta with alcohol.
Something different. No.
Okay, well, Saúde. Um, El
Saúde.
Guapo says his baby's 3 months old today. Jeez, it's been that long. Man,
Wow.
time's flying, right? Congrats, man. Congrats.
Yeah. I imagine, this time when the baby would smile, you know,
Hmm.
it's so wonderful moments.
Cool, 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 cool. All right. I guess we can get into the video. So today's video, we're just there's not a lot of info, but we're basically showing you what it's like to go to this place. It's on the top of the Marriott. The Marriott is located in Copa, like right near the middle, pretty much the right in the middle of Copa. Um, it's called the JW Marriott, as you can see on this map.
Yeah.
It's right across from the beach on
That's one really
Atlantica.
nice hotel. Really nice hotel.
Yeah, it's got a beautiful rooftop with a pool up there, a bar, restaurant, um,
Yeah.
nice view. A lot of people like to go up there. It looks great at night. Let me just show you what it looks like from the outside. And there's the rooftop. Gorgeous spot. So if you get a chance, and it's a very unique looking building, so you'll definitely recognize it when you're walking by. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's exactly in the middle of Copacabana.
Raider Ben says Miss Lopez, the new Brazilian YouTuber star. That's from Raider Ben with the $5 super chat.
Thank
Thank you, sir.
you. Thank you.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Yeah. Okay. Well, is it guest friendly? Is it guest friendly?
The guest friend for this show tonight is
No, no,
Stella.
no. For Marriott, I'm assuming he's asking. Or are you talking about the
Yes.
show? It is guest friendly at the Marriott.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's get into the
Yeah,
video.
you can bring in this hotel, you can bring whatever you wanted. People need to sign, show the document for your own safe. It's a really nice hotel. When you stay there, have a really nice pool. You don't even need to go to the beach. But if you want to cross the street, go into the beach, enjoy, they have their own table, own umbrellas for protection for the sun.
If
You
you're
don't
staying
pay
at the
nothing.
hotel. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't pay nothing for that. And they give you also towels,
That's nice.
you know. Yes. So you don't pay nothing extra to go to the beach. They have their own place there in the beach. You
Cool.
can stay there, enjoy the day for free. And a big chair, a nice chair, the one you can lay down. Just enjoy.
Nice, 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 nice. All right. Um, all right. Ready for the video? Are you guys ready for this? Did you have any questions before we get into this, guys? Anything you want to ask? Bianca's in.
Yeah, they have, I would say a little bit more. They have a really nice breakfast.
Okay.
Yes, and they have a really nice bar. In the night, you guys can stay there, sit in the lobby, drink. They have small rooms where you can have meeting about business, talking. It's really, it's top one of the top hotel, and I suggest you guys, you know, if you guys come to Brazil, don't know which place or hotel to stay, I really suggest Marriott.
Okay. G1 has a question. How far is the airport to the hotel?
Yeah, it's about
Which airport?
40 minutes, 35 minutes.
But there's really two airports people come in on, right?
Huh?
Isn't there two airports that people can come in on?
Well, most of the guys, I think, from here now watching the live, I think they come for the international flight.
Gig.
So most will come for G E
GIG.
GAG.
gig, yeah.
Right. IG.
Okay, about 40 minutes. And it's Copa, so right in the middle of Copa,
Yes.
literally. Um, all right. Okay, let's get going. Here we
Yes.
go.
So I doing this hotel I was before. I'm doing the video. I don't know if you guys remember from the live before and what we talked, and me and Bianca. We doing the live in the Terraço Botafogo. And then I miss Stella, my friend, and she say, "Come meet me," And when I'm there to meet her, she say, "Oh, let's go to the party in the Marriott," because many hotels, let's say Pestana, it's once most hotel have events. Pestana, it's come girls, guys, they go there in a rooftop to doing a party.
Yeah, and this party had some international DJs and the
Yes.
live act that
Yeah,
night.
just clarifies with you guys. It's not hotel promote the party. It's somebody else. One guy, he's promote the party and a tupper off for the hotel. Tupper off, tupper
Rooftop.
roof,
Rooftop.
roof. Yes. So, and then they doing some parties, and you are able to come. You just need to talk in the lobby. You just need to pay for the entry. It's cost 40 reals for this one.
Okay.
But if people's already there, the DJ or somebody else, they just put you inside. They
What
just put your name on the list when you are there, and you just go up.
what if
Sometimes
what if you what if you're a guest at the hotel?
I think it's allowed also when you guest for the hotel. Yes, that's even more allowed because it's open. It's nobody stop you in the front and say you're a
Okay.
guest or you're not. Yes.
Okay. Charlie says, "What's up, everyone? What's up, Charlie? How you doing?"
Hi,
Ronald
Charlie.
Ronald
Good evening.
QE.
Huh?
He says, "How are you?" Ronald QA the second. I don't know how to say it. Charlie says if you're a guest, it's free. So if you're a guest at the hotel, any events they throw on the rooftop is free for you. But if you're not a guest, then there's going to be a cover charge. But 40 AIs is pretty reasonable. That's like $8.
Yes.
All right, let's go. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
There we go.
Hey guys, now I'm here with my friend Stella. I know you guys miss her a lot, so today she's invited me to come in this party. We are in a Marriott Hotel and we're going to enjoy the party. Many times they make some events times here in the last floor for the hotel. And now we have international DJs now to play, and then after one very popular, very good, I don't know his name yet, but I hear about it and I listen they talk down there. So we're going to enjoy the party, have fun, and I hope you guys like, I hope you guys enjoy. And when you come to Rio de Janeiro, come to Marriott. Guys, please try to let know when it's the party time, when it's because sometimes they make event here in the top roof, right?
So yes, and if you're a guest or not, you can come too.
Huh?
Come to us, have fun.
Come with us, have fun. Vai, Stella.
Como que eu vou dançar? Ela é doida. Com licença.
Guys, the party just started. Soon, I'm sure that's going to be packed full with a lot of people. Let's enjoy. Come with us. Again, we are in a Marriott Hotel in Copacabana. Woo-hoo!
Have a look back.
Now it starts to be dark. Look, Copacabana. Nice. And nice food. Very good.
Wait, I want to pause it for a second. I see. Who said it? Somebody said the music's nice. This is not the actual music that was playing at the club, but what I did was, because we can't have the music playing because of copyright issues, but I put similar music to what was playing, and they played a little bit everything. While I was editing, I heard house music, electro music. I heard hip hop. I heard some reggae. So the DJs really mixed it up throughout the night, and the live band. Well, you'll see them in a second. At first, I was like, "What are these guys doing?" It was a little bit. It was different, but I actually liked it. It was different. You'll see.
Yeah, I can see when you play the video, I can see it's not the same songs where they play
Yeah,
there.
we can't play it. We get copyright strikes right across the board. They play like very popular music, but it's this kind of electro. When I'm playing the electro, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep similar music, but it was cool. I think Charlie said that it was it's nice, but it's expensive there. I don't know how expensive it is. Well, I saw it here. In here, 197 a night. Yeah, that's expensive for Rio. All right, not that expensive here. That's not that bad here. You know,
Yeah, also
here in the United States, most places you get about between 150, 200 is decent. If you get into the bigger cities, it's going to be more. Like a decent hotel in New York is like 250.
Yeah, it depends the time of the year. It depends the miles that you have, because many guys, they get miles. You know, they can stay in some hotels and they don't pay even nothing because the miles they have.
That's something else. That's something.
Yes. So, but it's, you know, many guys, they stay there because some.
Yeah, I think, you know, if you can afford it, and if you're going to be, you know, 1 or 2 weeks, not going to hurt that much. But for
and guys,
if they're extended amount of times, then maybe Airbnb would be better.
Yeah, but just give your eye, you know, any page when the internet, you're traveling agency for you traveling with discount. You know, let's say stay in this hotel these days for this how much, you know, that's always good.
Yeah, and it is a 5-star hotel, so it's definitely gonna. Somebody mentioned in the page that Obama stayed there when he came to Brazil. So yeah,
I didn't know that.
Okay, here we go. Let's continue.
mama, and God, you the real thing. Can't even cap to me, know you feel something. Yeah, you wanted a million and you show it. What you want, is it really that important? You've been on my mind, and I really can't ignore it. Little baby, you a 10. When I'm in it, I got you going, oh. I can't even help it. I don't think I want to know that I've been on you. Ooh, oh. Tell me that you want it. Little baby, you a 10. Can I run it back again? Laid up, we paid up and faded on top of it. Ain't really used to this, I ain't never has. From the bare minimum, we doing lavish. I was down bad, really acting like I had it. You seen right through it, knew I was catting up. Still let me hit it till you cashed out, it adding up. Lately, been adding up. What you want, I'm activated. Way you looking at me with the minds, hella captivated. Know you had you a long day, you agitated. I can get you off no medication, have you elevated. Can't fix the world, but I bet I fix that attitude. Mood on Big 10 when I fall through, it's all you. Slide through the town by the lake shore. Used to ride tank to the last drop in the Acura. Really, I was down bad, I was acting up. Somehow you still ain't had enough, yeah. Ride for a real one, yeah. Slide on a real one. On my mama and God, you the real thing. Can't even cap to me, know you feel something.
Where were they from? They weren't. It's not a Brazilian band, right? You know? Hello.
Yeah, they speak Portuguese. They from Brazil.
Oh.
But oh my God, it's so nice.
guys it was different. It's kind of like some electro jazz vibe, smooth, calm. It's nice though. It's different. I would have enjoyed it. Yep.
Like, subscribe, leave comments, and follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, it got pretty full there at the end. Backpack Mo asked if there's a safe. Oh wait, towels for the restaurants inside. Oh, he's talking about the other hotel. JB, do most hotels have safes over there? I want to lock up my laptop, wondering if I should bring a lock. I don't know. I think you should call the hotel and ask, because even some places have safes that aren't big enough for laptops. So you need to ask if it's a laptop safe. They'll know that it's about the size. But I wouldn't know. I've never stayed in a hotel in Brazil. I always got Airbnbs. Do most hotels? Well, you live there. Okay. Yeah. Anything you want to say, Renata?
Yes, we have the questions. I saw that you read some things, but I really don't understand because you read fast and some abbreviation.
Yeah,
I tried.
I'm going back to look. It's just mentions of other places. Like Backpack Mo says there's a boutique hotel right next door called the Mercure, which is half the size. You know?
Yes, I think I know what he's talking about. It's one next hotel to Marriott. It's small, but it's really nice also. It's not the same topic, but also it's front to the beach, can enjoy, So it's really nice. The rooms, the breakfast, and he's talking also about the price. It's much more cheap than the Marriott, of course, because Marriott it's huge. It's like 5-star.
Yeah.
So in this hotel next to the Marriott, have nice view. I mean, have some rooms really nice, and comfortable. Much more cheap and front to the beach. Where's the location? Really like Marriott. Here's the hotel. It's next to the Marriott. I don't remember the name. I think he say Mercury. I don't know.
Mercure.
Hotel.
Yeah. What else? Yeah, Backpack Mo says even if you don't stay in the hotel, you can attend the rooftop parties. So yeah, definitely.
Yes, yes.
Backpack Mo is gonna be there soon. Yeah, Friday. Hit all the spots. There's always something going on down there. Um, Ronald says he's never been to South America, just Africa. Go, get that experience, man. It's a different vibe. Well, you know what? I've never been to Africa, so
Yeah.
backpack. JB says, well, he said he stayed in a decent. The hotel he has is decent downtown Rio for 1,200 for 3 weeks. Yeah, that sounds about right. And it's off season too, so it would be more expensive than that if you were staying during the high season. So I think you got a decent deal. I don't know what the hotel is. Beach Material, what's up, man? He says, "Hey, folks." Backpack Mode
Hi.
says, "Yeah, the Mercure has only been open for for less than 2 years. It's a nice boutique hotel. No one knows about it. It's literally next door, and like he mentions earlier, it's half the price. It's my go-to hotel." Okay.
That's good info, for the guys who's watching and want to know one place stay front to the beach, cross the street for the beach and Copacabana there, one hotel with good price
Yeah.
and very good, comfortable, nice, because I've been there before. It's really nice.
Mercure. Backpack Mo says, yeah, it has a safe and everything. Free towels to use for the beach. It's less than 100 yards away. Yes, we know it's right across the street. They have a bar and restaurant inside too, plus free breakfast, and there's a Peruvian restaurant right below. So at the bottom, there's a Peruvian restaurant. Ah.
Yes, yes.
Mercure. Okay, I'm gonna try to pull it up.
Yeah, but Sam's Marriott, Pestana. Pestana, it's the one hotel mostly they're doing events like that. Pestana and Copacabana. And that's where the place where many women they go there, enjoy the night, and the guys. Yeah, just talk with the reception, because sometimes you need to put your name in a list. But when you're not in the list, you can be searched for there in a hotel, how you can go to enjoy the party. It's very easy to see. And sometimes, because in Copacabana, when you walk in a street, in a sidewalk, it's some screens advertisement, and sometimes they put this advertisement about events there.
Yeah, I've seen this place. I always see people in there eating when I'm walking along the strip. I always wondered what that was, but it looks kind of cool. And it's $86 a night here. So yeah, you're right, half the price. Okay. Let me pull that out. Ronald says Brazilian jazz is awesome. Racket Club says, how did you and Stella meet? Is she related to you? Is she a relative?
So what?
How did you and Stella meet? She's asking if she's a relative. A relative, a family
What
member.
do you mean,
Are you
relative?
frozen? I think you're a family member. A cousin, sister, family, relative.
When
Are you
I go to the
understanding?
party there,
No.
no, I try to understand.
He's asking if Stella is she's not. But he's asking if she's a relative, like a sister, cousin, something like that, a family member.
No, Stella, she's my best friend, very close friend.
Charlie says that the safes won't hold a laptop. Yeah, you got to ask about those things because most places the safes don't. Usually, when they do, they'll say, "Oh, they'll say it's a laptop safe." That means it'll hold like a 15-inch laptop. You just kind of stick it in diagonally. But yeah, most safes don't. I don't, one of the reasons I don't like staying in hotels, I don't like, if I stay in a hotel, I don't want them to come clean the room. Like I'm usually not in there that long, but I don't want somebody coming in there when I'm not there. I don't know. Call me paranoid. That's why I like the Airbnbs. It's like nobody's supposed to be in there. Yeah, I'm always paranoid to leave my things in the hotel. I don't know. Because sometimes things happen. There's instances where people go in to clean it, and I'm sure it doesn't happen a lot, but if it happens to you, it sucks.
No, from my view, from my side, I think the hotel is more safely than Airbnb, that you stand in one apartment.
Okay.
Because if somebody take your laptop, it's only two-person advice. The one you book to go inside your hotel, because all the time when you get vacation or if you get some company to your hotel, they need to put the document ID and the address and the phone contact. If not, they don't let people in. So, and the second thing, people they work in there, they have to keep their job. They're not going to take something, or doing something like that. So I think for me, staying in a hotel, it's much more safe because you can still look for your things, or you can still go into the police report, because not a matter if you take somebody's there, they get all the ID information.
Yeah.
So it's less risk.
Yeah. I don't know. Either way, I'm still paranoid about it. Even in the Airbnb, I don't like the
Yeah,
idea.
and here you just take somebody else. The only thing it save you it's the camera. But after something you is disappear, how they going to find the person? They don't have the address, they don't have ID, you just let your laptop just going.
Well, it depends where you go. Some places they take the information from the people if you bring them. But I'm talking about people that even
Then
work
you
there and go in to clean.
Yeah, then you need to go around Rio to find this person who is in a camera come to you in your apartment. But they don't have the
Yeah.
ID, they don't have nothing, So that's what I say. For
Like I
me,
said,
if you
I'm
guys
just
come,
paranoid.
it's much more safe from my view.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a Brazilian thing. I'm saying anywhere I go, even when I'm in the United States, if I stay at a hotel, any country, any city, when I stay in a hotel, I'm always paranoid about leaving my stuff out. I've had like things like,
Okay, so I misunderstand. I think you say you not stay in a hotel. I think you say you prefer to rent apartment
yeah,
or
no,
stay
no.
in some.
I prefer that because I don't like the idea of somebody being able to come in to clean the room. Like I've put my do not disturb sign on the doors before, and I'm lying there in bed and then somebody opens the door. I'm like, hello, and they're like, oh, sorry. It's like, well, the sign is on the door. What do you and to me that is like somebody coming in to see what's in there.
In a hotel.
Yeah, in hotels. That's happened to me before a couple of
Yeah.
times. So that's why I'm saying I don't trust leaving my stuff out. I usually will pack all my things, lock my bags. If there's a safe, I'll put some of the things in the safe. I'm just paranoid like that. So it doesn't matter where I go. It really doesn't. But the reason I like Airbnb is because nobody's supposed to come in to clean it. So
yeah, most of the times in the hotels here in Brazil, you have these things, the tag when you put out from the door. And before the ladies come in, they knock on the door, they talk in the bell in case the things it's not there. If you say you can, she's coming, then she's go in. If you say no, sorry, I forgot.
I know
forgot to
that's
put
how
this
it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. Every hotel, but I'm telling you, I've experienced it where I'm like, and then when they do it, I go to the door and I look at it and I say, why
Yeah,
are you coming in?
yeah, but most of the hotels in Brazil, some guys they complain because sometimes they forgot to put the sign, I'm out, you can go, it's able to clean. They forgot to put this sign out. And then after in late in the evening, when they back to the hotel, they complain. They say, oh my bad, why they not clean the room? And then he's missing to put this sign in the door for they come and clean the room. Because
Yeah.
they don't, most of the time they don't go inside the room when you're not there, when you not put the sign.
I know they're not supposed. They're not. I know what they're supposed to and not supposed. I'm just saying this is me. This is me. I'm paranoid because I always have stuff that's valuable and I don't like it. Nothing's ever been taken from me yet, but I know people that things have been taken, and I'm always like, I can imagine like when I used to tour, if I'm somewhere and my laptop gets stolen, my tour is done. I'm going home. I'm done. Like, so I'm always very nervous, and you'll see me. I'm the guy that's walking around with my backpack and my valuables in my backpack, and I don't even like doing that. So it just
It's
depends.
not, it's something's going to happen to you.
Hmm?
You know, let's say you can stay wherever you want.
I think you're freezing up, Renata.
It's
Your
not
internet.
mean something's going bad with you because it's only, I say, it doesn't matter where you stay. You know, it's only few percentage that you get problem
Yeah,
with something like that.
yeah.
So, but what I try to say, my advice, for you get a chance to recuperation your things, it's when you get the person. Let's say you don't date one woman and you ask them, give me your ID, your social security number, your address, and you take to your apartment. In the hotels, they do. The women, they need to put the CPF, it's my social security number, ID, everything, and they need to show not the copy, they need to show the original.
Uh,
So in case
yeah.
you need to get your laptop back before you go into the police and report, they try to contact the person and they try to find it. They try to solve your problem before you get panic. If you stay in an apartment, if you take some girl to there who is you don't know it is, and you just meet in the night, and we wake up the next day and everything's going, you're not asking the girl her social security number, her ID, her phone name, or where she's live.
I've actually been to some.
That's what I try to say.
Yeah. I get it. I have been to some Airbnbs where they do. If you're taking, even if you're taking a guest up, they ask them and they photocopy their ID and everything. But anyways, let's get off the negative stuff. Just be smart, guys. Don't do stupid stuff. Watch your stuff. um, Steve in the DMV. Sorry, just returned home from Rio. Had a great time, except for one issue. Got pickpocketed. Otherwise, we'll be planning my next trip in the next few months. What did they take? Phone, wallet, and where were you? Were you somewhere like in a packed party where it was kind of, or were you just like walking on the street? I'm interested to know. Send let us know, please.
Yes. Maybe he's in this inside this events in Rio now, and Copacabana now have big, huge event.
Well, that's why I want to know. Was he in a club? Was he on the
Tonight,
street?
the live musics there, big concert in the beach with a lot of thousand peoples there. It's like that for whole weekend, 19, 20, 21, and
Yeah,
it's
watch your stuff. Or get one of those little fanny pack flat things that you put in underneath your clothes and you can.
just put inside the underwear
No,
or the
don't
bra,
put it in your underwear.
or the bra, just give to the woman, say keep inside, you know there.
No, that you don't want to do that either. Come on. After what you just said, you're going to tell the woman to hold your valuables? Really?
Why not? It's normal in Brazil. I know for some boyfriends and husbands, we always do. The men's normally they
Yes,
say,
yes, yes. But I'm not
protect
talking
my
about
wallet,
boyfriends. I'm talking about
you
if
know,
you
protect
on a
my
date.
wallet. And the woman's just put under in the breast, you
My
know.
experience is when you go anywhere with a woman, she gives you her stuff to hold, and then you got a pocket full of crap. Uh let's keep going. I'm going to have a book. Right, picture has changed. Ed Smith asks, "Do you know any restaurants that has good seafood platter spread? Lula, peixe, 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 camarão, messial, e ca- cara, caranja."
Mignon,
You can read it.
caranguejo.
Caranguejo. Do you know
Yes, have many of restaurants. Have one really good in Ipanema.
in Empanema?
Yeah, with seafoods.
What's it called? Do you know what it's called?
I forgot the name, but I can search for. You know, Madonna, she's been there. She's eat there, and she kiss all the not the napkin, but the this paper, really nice paper they put in the table.
Yes,
It's
tablecloth.
this simple one. She kissed all over with her lipstick marks, and she say that's the best one restaurant with seafood she eat in her
Mm-hmm.
her experience. And they put in a wall. They take this and they put in a wall the paper and stick there, and she sign.
Oh, okay, that's cool. She's famous. Um, Charlie says that the reception at the Marriott will be happy to secure your laptop, so you can bring your laptop down to the reception and get that secured. I want to say thank you to Ed 13 for the $13 Cash App. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I just saw that. Much appreciated. You guys know we do appreciate these the support. So Hinata can get out to these places and show you guys these spots because, like she said, it costs money to get into these places. Of course, you got to get a drink, eat some food, pay for gas, all that kind of stuff. It costs money. So any support from you definitely helps, goes far. So thanks for that info, Charlie. Yeah, some places will, I guess. I've never taken my laptop down to.
Yeah, in a Marriott hotel, have nice people's working there. The peoples they are there working, they are nice. Not all the hotel, but Marriott, Porto Bay, some hotel, yes. The people's they receptive. You understand? In a reception, they are so nice, kind.
Yes, that's
It's
good.
not all, but
Sorry, Las Vegas Sports Talk. Is that the girl that was dancing in the video? I don't know what you're asking. Is that what?
what?
He's asking if that is the girl that was dancing in the video.
Maybe, and maybe he's talking about Stella.
Maybe it's Stella. Maybe there was a couple of girls dancing. I don't know.
Oh, the other girls dancing. Depend which girls you talk about. Have one with gold, and the other one with pink. That some girls they go there to enjoy, try to look for some company after the night.
JB, I stayed a lot. It won't hold the laptop. Who won't hold the laptop?
Huh?
Which hotel? He says some hotel won't hold the laptop. Oh, the safe won't hold the laptop. Yes, yeah, we knew that. Airbnb, they have a weirdo around sometimes. That's from Ed Babine. Most Airbnbs, I never meet the person that rented. It's usually I go to the front desk and sign in and let them photocopy my passport, and then I get the key and I'm up. There's only a couple of places where I actually met the people when I've stayed in Brazil that I've met the people that actually own the place. And it's
Yes,
nice to
you know,
meet them
it's just
sometimes, because if you get a nice place, it's good contact. Because then after, maybe you can, if you like the place, you can arrange directly with them in future stays if they're comfortable with you, and you don't have to go through Airbnb, and you can get a better deal, better rate, more long term rate.
yeah, because sometimes the guys they rent the apartment in the Airbnb and they don't own the place where they are. Sometimes the guys they rent the apartment in Airbnb and then they shower, it's cold shower, and they need to fix. That's where it's get the point when you know the person who's rent the apartment for you or somebody who's working for this person.
Mm-hmm.
So it's yeah, some things like that.
Yeah, and guys, as far as bringing guests in, I wouldn't suggest you just meet somebody on the street and you bring them to your room. I mean, you're playing with it, man. Like, if you like, if I was gonna do that, which I wouldn't do that, but if I was gonna do that, I would say, hey, let me see your ID. I take my phone, take a picture of the ID, and I take a picture of the person, and I would send that video to somebody, one friend, somebody, to say, hey, I'm taking this girl to my room. If anything happens, hold on to this information or something. Because
Come on, Dennis, come on. You're not true. You're not doing something like that. You're
well,
not asking for the girl.
I wouldn't bring somebody up like that. But I'm saying, if I was, this is my thinking, because I'm a paranoid person.
Okay, so you tell me when you are here in Brazil, you don't take nobody to your apartment.
I'm saying you don't meet somebody on the street and bring them to your apartment. Like, know who you're talking to, talk to them for. Like, I'm talking about guys that like to do other type of,
yeah.
pick
Let's
somebody
not
up and,
talk about like street. Let's talk about club. You are in a nightclub and you have one girl. She's like you, enjoy your company, you like her. You don't bring her to your apartment. She wants to stay with you, spend the night, or enjoy the moment. Yes, of course you do. And you're not going to ask her for her ID because you already stay there a few moments, talk to her, and you think you can trust her.
I'm just somebody that's like, I'm paranoid to the point where, like, I wouldn't sleep. I wouldn't fall asleep. I couldn't. I'd be like, I would basically be trying to get her to leave before I go to bed. Like, I'm just paranoid like that. But let's move on. Let's move on. I'm just saying, guys, be careful.
Okay, guys, just keep awake. Don't sleep all night. Tell the girl leave.
I'm just everybody's different, but I'm saying, for me, like,
No,
let me tell you something. Let me say something. I've had nightmares, right? Seriously. I've had nightmares where in my nightmare, I woke up and I was looking around, and my door for my room was open, and all my stuff was gone. Like, and I seriously woke up like, that's my nightmare. So I'm paranoid. Like, if I want to feel like I know somebody a little bit, and like, I have even been to her house or met her friends. I need some kind of more of a connection than just meeting somebody on the street and say, hey, come over. Like, I'm not saying I would never do it, but I don't know.
But do you understand now what is the point?
Yeah.
My point is, some of these guys, they come to Brazil and they go into the night to enjoy, and they meet some girls. And he's enjoy the girls, he's dance, he's talking, and the girls enjoy him. And they want to take the girl after to his apartment, to the place in the hotel, or doesn't matter where. They like each other. They want to spend the time. So, but for most of these guys, let's say they not stay awake all night, keep the eye, or if they fall asleep, they wake with paranoia, everything's open and they're going. you know.
Most
Let's
guys
say,
don't do that.
that's why I say sometimes the hotel, and my point, it's more safe.
I agree with you. I'm not
Because even for some hotels, when the girls they go out, they contact you, and the girls leaving, it's okay. They contact you to make sure if it's okay, and you say, yeah, yes. Only
I
few.
agree with you. It's not an argument. I'm saying this is how I am. I'm super paranoid. And like I said, I don't like the idea of somebody coming into my room to clean. Like even when I stay at hotels here, if I'm in a hotel for 3 days, I don't get them to come in and clean. I clean it myself. I keep the
Yeah,
room
but
clean.
you
You know what I
have
mean?
all this. Yeah, now I interview Dennis. Oh my god! But all this experience, this paranoia, you have a bad experience about this before. That's why you are like this paranoia, or it's all about Brazil.
What? No, what? It's not about Brazil. I'm saying anywhere. I just told you when I'm here in the United States,
Here.
because when I used to tour, like when I used to DJ, I used to tour all around the world. I
But
was
it's now what I want to know. It happens to you
no,
before
no, but I'm
something.
telling you, hold on, hold on. What I remember once I was in Spain, right? And the DJ that he was playing at the same place that I was playing that night, he had his laptop stolen. He was crying, man, because he had to go home. Like he had 13 more dates to go, and he had no laptop, so his tour was done. So it not only cost him his laptop, it cost him all of his music. It cost him like because his bag was stolen, and it had his laptop in there, it had his drives in there, and he was done. And that scared the hell out of me because I can't afford to, if I'm doing a tour 26 dates across the world, for my laptop to get stolen. So I got really paranoid. And so when I would be in places, I'd always carry my laptop. When say we went somewhere to eat and we're in the car, they'd say, "Oh, you can leave your laptop in the car." No, I'm bringing my bag inside the hotel. I don't leave my bag in the car. Like I just got super paranoid about it. So that's why I am the way I am. Just to
Yeah.
explain to you, I'm super paranoid when it comes to those things. And when it comes to
Yeah.
if I can't let a girl sleep in my room unless I feel very comfortable with her. Like I'm not letting anybody just like I'm gonna be awake because I can't go to sleep, and all I'm thinking about is when is she going home? Because then when she goes home, I can catch a nap. So that's just me. I need to be comfortable with people.
Yes, but all these years when you're traveling, something is bad or
No,
similar
I just
happened
told you.
to you.
It didn't happen to me. I saw it happen to somebody
You
else.
only see happen to people.
Yes.
Okay, so and it's only few percentage.
It's
happen.
only a few percentage, but that was enough for me. That's how I am. Because that is something very serious. You know, my laptop, I used to produce music. My laptop was my life. If I lost my laptop, oh, I'm screwed. I'd almost rather lose my passport than my laptop. Like, there's things on there that are not, you know, it would just be a really, really bad situation for me. Ed Babine, because they like, okay. I look like Anderson Silva. Okay.
Yeah, my point is, when you guys come, or go, whatever you guys go, just spend time with the person. Try to talk a little bit, try to, even if the person is a little bit fake, yes. The same time you put your feet in the trust, put your feet back, But yes, it happens sometimes, few times, yes. I'm sure Dennis, he say,
You know what? I'm not going on vacation. Like when you go on vacation, you don't carry your work with you. I carry my work with me. I can't afford to lose my laptop. I can't afford to lose my things. So I'm super paranoid. If I was just going someplace and all I had was my passport and money and clothes, whatever. Maybe I'd be more relaxed, but it's never been like that for me. Usually when I travel, there's work involved in some way or form. So that's just me. It's okay. Not everybody's like me. I know I said it. I'm paranoid. And I think it serves me well. Because sometimes you hear stories from people. I'm sure maybe there's somebody in this room that Like that guy got pickpocketed. Is there somebody that's had things taken out of their hotel, or something really bad happened? Bad experience with a girl.
Yeah,
You just got to be careful. That's all.
yeah. When you go out from work, and I believe you can carry your things, not live in some places. But when you are in an apartment in a hotel, why you should take your things, personal things, because if one day you get stole, somebody from out in the street, they get everything. They get your
Oh,
passport.
no. Hold on.
Going.
I don't do that in Brazil. I'm saying I used to do that when I used to tour because I had my stuff to work. Now I don't carry my laptop around with me when I'm walking on the street. Obviously not. But I'm saying I used to do that before. It was a different scenario.
Yeah. So
Racket Club says, just come to Brazil and stop being scared, y'all. People can smell the fear from a mile away. Yeah, there's no reason to be scared. Look, just don't, watch where, just be careful. Like if you live in the United States and you were in Brooklyn or in some big city, you would, just be mindful. Don't get too relaxed. And if you meet people, you kind of want to be careful who you bring back with you. Just kind of get a vibe from them. Hopefully you can read people decently, and okay, you feel you could trust this person. They seem nice. You talked a little bit. You got a little bit of their history. Maybe you got their social media page, and you can look on their Instagram and kind of see who they are. Like, get something. Don't just get.
yeah, but remember the last red flag. Then you say,
Red flags.
when the girls come with you and just, oh, I don't have Instagram, I don't have social media, or they have an Instagram with only few pictures, by their own, not show the whole family and these things,
Right? Because then if something happens, then you go to look at their social media and it's disappeared. It's gone. Now you have nothing. That's what I'm saying. If you know a little bit about the person, oh, this is your daughter, this is your son, oh, this is your family, this is your mom, oh, and you can just see something.
Yeah, but
There
then
are people out there trying to do things to people. But
even even to me, if I see for the guy, his son, his wife, not no matter what, for me, it's not me, it's protect me for nothing.
no, it doesn't. But it helps a little bit. You want to feel comfortable with somebody. If they're not giving you any info, like I've met people that have been like, oh, hey, what's your Instagram? Oh, I don't use social media. No social media, but you're on WhatsApp. Yeah, but and then I hear
What I mean
excuses.
is,
And I'm just,
nobody protects you. You just protect your own.
not
So
stop, please. I'm just saying, I don't know why you're arguing with me. I'm saying do your due diligence, because if something happens and then somebody says, well, didn't you get her Instagram? Oh, she said she didn't have any Instagram and you didn't think that was weird. Like, then you're going to look like an idiot. So I'm saying just do your due diligence and get to know people a little bit. Like, I don't
yeah,
know if there's guys in here that just want to grab a girl from the street, run up to the hotel. I'm not like that. So because of these things, I want to know who I'm dealing with.
yes. But what I say is just trust anyone when you come. Talk, meet people, and don't think like paranoid. Think something's going to happen. If you want to keep safe, just stay in a hotel. That's the
Guys,
point.
everything's gonna be okay.
That's
Just
what I
trust the
say.
people you meet, it's gonna be fine, guys. Don't worry about it. We live by different rules. That's all. That's all. So, anyways, let's move on, because everybody's gonna have their own opinion on how they do things. I have my opinion, and it works.
Somebody wants to come to their own and discussions or talk
Yes.
about.
Anybody want to come in and talk about my paranoia? Let me put the link. Let me put the link in the room again for Hanata. There it is. You are welcome. If you have any stories you could tell us, any advice to
Yeah.
the guys what you think they should do.
Because I think people's they supposed to be their own safe.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
what I mean, not get no need to get paranoid
Yeah,
or
I
something.
I wish I wasn't
Okay,
like
but
this. Is AI Shalimar coming back to the live today? Yeah, he's all right, man. He wasn't okay. So last week somebody kept dropping money. Almost every second comment they made, they dropped money on the super chat, and I started thinking it maybe this person is a bot. And he said he wasn't. I said, come on the live then. And he said, oh, my audio isn't working, it's not connecting, my video isn't connecting. I said, okay, I don't know if this guy's real. And then he emailed me his phone number, and I called him live on the air, and we had a conversation. So he's a real guy, lives out in California, travels a lot, been to like over 30 countries and this and that. And I saw that he's
yeah,
also a DJ.
and he's know us because Philly Down suggest us to him.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Philly Down. Thank
And
you,
he,
friend, for
he's also he DJs. I mean, he has. I think he does some tech work, but he DJs as well. And good guy, man. And he really helped us out last week. Donated quite a bit of money, so that was cool. Tell Shalimar that I need 2,000 for my road trip to Rio. I don't know yeah. How much per night in the JW in Rio? It was, according to the site, it was 196. I'm sure you can get a cheaper rate. That was just the number listed right on Google when I opened the page. So it was like 176 a night.
yeah, but everybody can open the page, the prices change.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And you could probably go to other pages and get it cheaper, like Kayak or one of these other places. Maybe booking.com or whatever.
Some book, something.
Booking.com.
Yeah.
Racket Club says, I'm going to bring 2 laptops and 2 phones with me, 1 cheapie and 1 MacBook. The same goes for my phones. Why are you going to bring 2 laptops? What, are you going to carry one with you when you walk around the street and leave one? Where are you going to put? Aren't the 2 laptops going to be in the same place?
But what you guys can do, now have many followers, like similar GPS, where your phones go, when your computer go, you can search for the Google or email. Where is the location?
Yeah, but that even if you, what are you going to do?
You can make the policy support and say here's the location.
From what I've heard is the police aren't gonna, like, especially if it's like enough of it. Like, I don't think they're gonna. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's a little bit helpful.
Here they wouldn't. The police aren't. I don't know. Maybe they would. Yeah. I say prevention is the best way. I see JB's in the room here. I'm gonna pull him in a second. New Dean says Madonna kissed the table at the restaurant called Dalva Dito in Ipanema. With Madonna.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's
Well, let's go ahead.
That's seafood restaurant.
Okay.
And then it's become very popular after, because she's really like the food. She's recommend, she's kiss. She put her sign and they make. Yes.
Yeah, that would definitely be cool. Let's welcome JB to the room. What's up, JB?
What's going on?
How you doing, sir? Are you in Brazil yet? Or you arriving this weekend?
Yeah, I leave Thursday night. Not my flight is 9:10 p.m. and I'll be in Brazil Friday by 2 p.m. So yeah, this week is the week for me. I'm excited. I just went shopping yesterday Bought a bunch of clothes. I'm gonna buy some shoes tomorrow. Um, Probably buy like a few items, a few more like miscellaneous stuff. But
Did you get your flip flops?
yes, I got some flip
All right,
flops.
there you
I
go.
got some Kenneth Coles flip
All right.
flops. So
Don't wear socks with them, okay?
no, yeah. So I got to get a pedicure. I got to get a pedicure.
That's how they. Oh, he's American. Yeah.
I got to
People
get a
wearing socks
pedicure.
with
Yeah.
their flip-flops. Okay. Okay. So, what do you think about what we were talking about? My paranoia. I mean,
You know what's interesting?
Mm.
Like here in the States, like when I deal with women, like women that I barely know, I've actually like, we went to hotels and we vibe and we cool. I don't know everything about them like that, but I would have my laptop everywhere I go, even in the States, everywhere I go, because like I'm like a web developer, so I would have clients, and everywhere I go, I work.
Mhm.
So I would have my laptop with me, and the girl would also know what I do as well. So we kind of like intertwine, and I would kind of like get an idea. Okay, I don't think she's gonna jip me in the morning, and then when I wake up, my laptop's still there, my phone's still there.
Yeah.
She still sleep kind of. So
That's good. I mean, I think 99% of the time you're going to be fine.
okay,
But I think there's it's like it doesn't nothing bad will happen until something bad happens. And like I said, it's the one story you hear like, "Oh, damn, what happened?" "Oh, yeah, I fell asleep and when I woke up my thing was gone." It's like, "Wow."
but do you think if a girl likes you, she's gonna do that to you?
I don't think it's a girl that comes to your room liking you. I think
Mm.
when that happens, it's a girl that that's what she does. She's
Right,
looking for a mark.
right,
"Oh, this guy looks like he probably has money. Let me go to his room." And maybe
okay,
she has her friend down at "Oh, I'm going to be at this hotel. Just wait for me here." Like, who knows? But I think usually when that happens, it's somebody that's setting you up or setting up a situation. It's not a girl that just
No,
likes you and then decides she's going to rob you.
but what I see most these times that when the guys they are thirsty for the girls,
yeah. When they
you
too
know.
thirsty,
I
Now you're victim blaming.
no, sorry for tell that. No, because sometimes the guys in few moments and few nights they are so thirsty for the girls they don't even want to know who's the girls
Oh,
are, how
okay,
she
yeah.
behave,
yeah,
what type of girl it is, you know. And the girls sometimes they just need one time or few hours to take a nap and rest till she's back home or she's live far and she's there and she's don't have place to stay. And some guys sometimes they just like thirsty, and then when it's sometimes it just happens when the guys get to the point, oh man, my night it's over, I don't hang out with nobody tonight, I need to find somebody, and they go into the last point.
right,
I absolutely agree with you. So, again, try to know who you're dealing with.
right.
When you're just grabbing somebody off the street, it's more risky.
I ain't gonna lie. Like Friday, like when I go to the club, if, I meet somebody, you know.
But I'm saying to you, what I do usually the first thing is, "Hey, what's your Instagram?"
What's the Instagram?
And then I'm looking just to see if it's legit.
Okay,
If her family's on there, whatever that. I mean, it could be a lie if it was an elaborate lie, but at least it gives you something. You know what I mean? And get to know them. Like, who are they with? Oh, you're here
right,
with who?
Dennis, but sometimes the girls they don't give nothing. It's all
Yeah,
about
yeah, I
trust.
know. But if for me, if a girl gives
Woman,
nothing,
and then it depends what your point who's to trust her.
if a girl
Sometimes
gives
you never point.
if a girl gives nothing, it's a red flag for me. So you could tell me that all, oh, well, something. What if the girl doesn't? If for me, if a girl no Instagram, no, so there's been times the girls hit me up in my DM, right?
right,
And it's like, or Tinder or whatever, and I say, "Hey, what's your social media?" "Oh, I don't use social media." "Well, but you can contact me in WhatsApp." "Well, WhatsApp is social media." "Okay,
yeah,
so
it is.
you have no other, like, come on." And
Right.
it's a girl that's like, if she's younger than 40 years old, come on, who doesn't have any social media?
Yeah, but let's say this girl, she's
Oh, hold
only.
on. Sorry, there's a couple of people in the room here. You can talk. Just let me pull them in. I feel like they're sitting there waiting. I want to
Yeah.
welcome Mo to the room.
What up? What up? What up?
Hey.
And Dean is here too. So hold on, let me pull Dean into the room as well. Dean,
What's good? What's
welcome
good?
back, sir.
So
Okay,
Hey.
let's just let Renata finish her what she's saying, and then Mo, you can chime in. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's say in a night you meet one girl.
Yeah.
You know, it's not in one night you're going to know everything about her things. If you're asking for her Instagram, some guys, let's say they don't have internet to just search for her Instagram in the moment. The internet is bad. So, and you have the moment there to date with the girl. You don't want to erase your chance. Sometimes you need to, yes, follow your instinct if you can trust or not. Most of the guys, I think, from my side, it's like that. They follow their instincts. I can trust this girl or I cannot, So what I say is, possible judge people's about their quality life or what they like only about the, let's say, internet, because maybe the girl she's married, but she's working professional and
Renata, what I'm saying to you is it's not just one thing, it's a series of things. So first, I'm talking to the girl. Is she nice? Who's she here with?
Yes.
Little things set off red flags. You're
But
here
what
by
I
your...
mean is you don't want to erase your time, your chance to be date with one woman because you don't see her Instagram or social media.
Renata, I'm saying it's a series of things. If I don't get a right vibe, then I'm gonna start asking questions. Oh, you're here by yourself? Well, why is this girl? She looks good. She's here by herself. She's got no friends. No, okay. Well, what's your Instagram? Oh, I don't use social media. Okay, well, what do you do? Like, I'm gonna start asking questions, and if it doesn't add up for me, hell no, I'm bringing her back to my room. Like, I need to feel safe.
Right.
So that's
what I say. Most of the times it's about instinct. When you can trust the people, if you feel a little bit trust about the person.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mo. Chime in.
No, I agree, and I think both things can be true. You know what I mean? You got to go with your instinct, and what you know. But if you're feeling red flags or feel a certain way, then you move on because there's more fish in the sea. So, JB, like game travels. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you because I know you said this is your first time leaving the country or just going like out the country in general.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, first time.
Just be yourself and your game. It travels anywhere you go.
Right.
You just be yourself, and if you feel the vibe, then go for it. You know what I mean? Don't need to be scared or hesitant to to do anything like that. Just be yourself, and that's the best advice that I can give you. You know what I'm saying? I've been over to 60 plus countries, so and it always I just be myself, and I always find myself in a situation that I enjoy. So
definitely. Just don't want to get my laptop stolen. That's all.
Be good. I mean, you stay in a nice hotel, or
right?
That's you don't have to worry about. I mean, Dennis, I know you say you're a little paranoid about things like that, but nice places like that, people are trying to, work at jobs where they don't want to lose their job over trying to steal somebody's laptop. You know what I mean? These people they're hard workers. They're not trying to, it's not like you'll be fine, bro.
Right.
You can leave that stuff in the room and just lock it.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey.
Dean.
Go ahead, Dean.
Hey, Dean. Good evening.
all right. Hey, what's up? Dennis, man, I had to get on here because you're killing me. You're killing me.
Sorry.
I have been here. Yeah, I've been here since.
Sorry, I apologize because I say.
No, I'm just joking.
So
No, I'm just joking. But I want to give you my opinion on this subject. I got several things, right? So, I've been here since December. I work remotely. I have 2 laptops, 2 phones, just like somebody said.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you go out, you're going to clean up your room before you go out because you're going to anticipate that you're going to bring something home.
Yes, clean up your room, lock your shit in your bags.
Right.
That's what
take
I do.
your right. So you take your suitcase that has a lock on it. It should have a lock on it with a combination.
Yes.
Put your laptops up. Every single time you leave.
Right.
Lock your laptop up. I was staying in the Airbnb for 3 months that didn't have a safe. I locked my laptop up in my suitcases. Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah.
here's some other things you can do. You got something called guarda volume. You take your laptop outside your hotel, and it's like this box. They got them. You go put it in a box. You lock it. It's got you can pay for it, and then it's outside of the area where you're in danger. Another answer to your problem is the word termis. They provide a safe place for you to go where no one can get close to your your valuables.
Okay.
There's a lot. I mean, so I've been here since December. I'm an expat.
Wait, what's a termis?
Most guys
I don't know that word.
I might be giving you come here, I'll tell you about it. No. An example of a termis would be 4x4.
Okay. Yeah, we talked about that last week. I mean, yeah, you go to a hotel.
Yeah, termas, it's Brazil. What
it's a love hotel. Love hotel.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
rent by the hour, you go do your thing, and
yeah. But so here's the thing. So I've moved here. So what I do is I actually have a storage here. I have a little, like in America, storage. I keep all of my stuff in the storage. And so, I mean, there's solutions you can do, but that's more if you're like integrating into the culture.
Right.
But I would say if you're paranoid, go find a guarda volume. Guarda means to like put something away. Like if somebody says put your wallet away, they'll say guarda seu bolso. I mean, I don't say.
Yeah, but Dean, in this case, the guy's only available to doing that when they are in a hotel, right?
What do you mean? No.
The only way guys they save they personal things and guarda volume, that's when they are in a hotel, not in the Airbnb, right?
No. So, for example, you did I don't stay in hotels. I only stay in Airbnb. Because if you stay in a hotel, it's $100 a night. I stay for a month at a time, and if you stay every Airbnb I stay in a month at a time, I get a 25% discount for that month. So the prices are now lower than rents in America. There's no way I could stay in a hotel for a month. That would just kill the bank. But for example, Praia Botafogo Shopping, they have these boxes inside the mall where you can put your laptop in. Yeah, it's completely. That's their business. It just sits in the corner of the mall. You'll put your valuables in there if you're really, really paranoid.
I wouldn't go that far. That's
no. I don't think most of the guys they take this advice. They don't want to move.
Yeah, I'm not, guys. I'm not that crazy. All I'm saying to you is, I need to feel comfortable with the girl if she's coming to my place. And when I just meet a girl, if she comes to my place, I'm probably not going to sleep. And then in the morning, I take her, get some breakfast, and
you're not gonna sleep.
And I go back and I fall asleep. That's when I
sleep. I'm sleeping. She's gonna sleep first.
But that's how I am, and it's not because it's just I can't sleep because I'm sitting there thinking.
Because usually I thinking like how my nights go in the States, I think it's gonna go here in Brazil. Like she's gonna fall asleep first. Yeah. I'm gonna wake up probably. I'm gonna look at her. She's probably gonna still be sleeping.
One thing it's good for you guys, One thing it's good for you guys can sleep in the night about worthy things, If the girl say how you sleep and then you say I almost don't sleep, And then the girl maybe they think you fall in love for her and you just want watching her all night sleeping. That's the good point.
But again,
I don't sleep. I don't sleep in general.
That's it.
If I'm with a girl for a long time, then I feel comfortable. I could sleep, but I generally don't. I have problems sleeping like that.
Back to the first thing I said. Lock up all your stuff. Clean your room. Lock up all your stuff in the suitcase. I can't even see it.
I do that.
Yeah. So then there's nothing to really worry about.
And for live travel tours, he said, LOL, come on, Dennis. Hey man.
Yeah.
I'm sure when it happens to somebody, then it changes their life. I don't want to be that person that I'm just very. I'm a preemptive type of guy, and I like to avoid issues. So I'll do what I can to avoid issues. And like I said, I'm a little bit paranoid. I just need to know somebody a little bit first. I don't just pick up.
Let me just say this one last. Oh, actually, there's another solution. And this is going to be a slightly coded, but guys coming down here to have the fun that guys have, you can get by for months on end without ever having anyone come into your room. Like I said, the terminus. There's hotels that you can go to for 1 hour. I mean, there's solutions.
How much is our hotel? I'm just curious.
200 reais.
Yeah.
200 reais. So that would be what? $20?
$40?
20?
Yeah, but there's a lot.
$40. Okay.
What?
Not bad.
Yeah, they're everywhere. So it depends.
For what?
I'm gonna get one for
the hotels.
Hours.
These 1 hour hotels. $40.
Yeah.
Depending on like the room and stuff like that, because they have different levels to it. So it's not just like some.
Yeah, right. It depends the level of the hotels. Have one hotel that it's 100 reais, like for 2 hours. Yeah. But it's all simple bed and the rooms, Yeah. Hotels 200, then it's a little bit better. Have hotels for 300. And then also change the time you spend there, because some hotels they put the price, but it's the time for there. You can stay 6 hours or 12 hours, and then it depends the room that you get it. It's the price.
But Dennis, like, it's funny that you said that, because I was gonna get an Airbnb, and I thought the Airbnb is less safe than the hotel. That's why I didn't get the Airbnb.
No, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying for me is I like when nobody comes in my room unless I say, if I call somebody to clean my room. But I've been in hotels where I've even told them at the desk, I don't need my room cleaned, and I'll put the sign and they'll still walk into the room. So in my head, I'm thinking, what if I wasn't here? They would come in.
Right.
The sign is on the door. I check, and I say, why are you coming in? Oh, sorry. In my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, you're coming in here to see what's in here. So that's how I am.
Right. But it's not in Brazil, right?
No, that wasn't in Brazil. I never stayed in a hotel in Brazil.
Because in Brazil, normally they just don't want to clean your room. If you put the sign out, it's pleasant for people in Brazil. Not.
Yeah, and I've never had anything stolen. Nothing happened.
Worry about
for the guys saying, "Oh, Dennis, you're not gonna be with a woman." I'm not saying that. I'm saying for me, I feel more comfortable. Like I wouldn't just grab somebody. Like while I'm walking down the street, I'm like, "Hey, man, come to my room."
Let me comment on that.
Let me know somebody a little bit.
Well, don't they ask, like, do you want us to tell us not before we come clean your room? I know in the States they do that. Like I've been in hotels.
And like that's details, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I've never had no problem with them coming in and clean. Actually, I prefer them to clean the room,
Right, yeah, I want them to do that.
If I want them to clean the room, I'll stay in my room until it gets clean. So I'll see them on the floor or whatever, and I'll just wait for them. And I'll let them come and clean and leave. But I don't want them in the room when I'm not in the room.
Like I'll just go downstairs. I'll just go to the cafeteria or something.
I'm just saying that's me.
Right.
That's from traveling into. I've traveled in some countries that you wouldn't want to leave your stuff.
Okay.
Like I've been to places like a lot of countries, and I'm just saying from my touring days, that's what that comes from, and from hearing the stories.
Yeah, but when people go out,
got it. I understand now. Then.
Yeah, but when they go out from the room, when they come and clean it, that's even more comfortable to them when you're not inside the room.
I don't want them to be comfortable. I want them to be uncomfortable so they get in and get out.
Don't listen to him. You know what I'm saying?
No, I want that surprise when I come back. Like, it's clean.
I sit on my bed. You don't have to make my bed. Just clean.
You shouldn't be paranoid on vacation.
Exactly.
Hey.
So here's a comment about taking girls from the street. So don't take there's certain places where there's cameras. If girls are staying out of the places, let's say Mabs,
right?
The girls that go there are on camera. They're recorded. There's other girls that don't come into Mabs. Those are the ones that are more likely to try to get you, and they're staying away from the cameras.
Right.
And this is the advice that I was given by the I'll call them OG expats, guys who have been coming down here for 20 years. After Mavs, a lot of guys over to go to this club called Dulce Vida, and they say, don't talk to anybody in between Mavs and Dulce Vida. If you saw them in Mavs, they're probably okay. But
Yes.
so, there's just rules of the road.
Right.
Don't talk to the
My hotel,
girls, that just
Yes.
Copacabana is like 9 minutes away from my hotel.
Yeah, just take the Uber, bro.
Yep.
Don't even try to, just take the Uber. It's cheap. Just get down there and you're right there, bro.
Right.
So where are you, like what area?
I'm in downtown Rio.
Central?
Yeah, Central.
Okay, yeah.
Let me read this.
Well,
from
you're right
Steve.
next to Cuatro por Cuatro. You have fun.
Quattro por Quattro, what's that?
Just go. Just go.
Quattro por Quattro.
Steve in the DMV says, had to lock my credit card down the next morning. The fraud alert started coming through, I guess, and tried to charge up to $1,500. Good that my bank denied all charge requests, still going back. So I don't know if there's another message that you sent, but I'm assuming that your card got stolen. This is when you got pickpocketed. Is this the same person that got pickpocketed? I think it is. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Let me say one more thing to I can't see the names anymore.
Dan?
Yeah, JB. As has been revealed recently in Brazil, you can do things in Brazil, you just can't talk about them.
Right.
So speech is not quite free here. So, like I said, the place I recommended you go, just go. I can't talk about it.
Okay. Got it.
Just go, man. You're having fun. Don't even plan everything. Sometimes when you plan way too much, it doesn't go the way that you want it to do. Sometimes you have to just kind of just let things happen. So
go with the flow. Okay.
Go with the flow. You're on vacation, man.
Right. Got it.
Okay, I'm trying to catch up on these messages. This, I guess I missed this one. They caught me slipping. 2 women approached me after I said no and waved them off and continued towards the bar to watch the NBA. I stopped, patted myself down, wallet gone, and the 2 women were gone. So you let the women.
Yep, that happened in between.
I
bet you that happened in between Mavs and.
Almost definitely.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Definitely.
No, in Mavs, I not believe it happens, but
no, he said it had.
No, outside. Outside.
Outside, like by the cars across the street. Yeah.
Yeah, and most these women, you guys need to keep eyeing because most these women, it's not women, it's late boys. You guys need to keep eyeing because it's the late boys out working there out in the street. The women normally they don't do it, but the late boys, yes, they can come close to you, they can touch you, and they can go into your party and pass what you have to somebody else very fast next to. And then when you see it, what's my phone? I don't have nothing. You can look, and then see she's passed very fast to somebody else next to you in the back when she's dancing your front or when she's. So now let the chance to come close to you. And many this
even if you got to back up in a fighting stance, don't let them come close to you.
Don't let they come close.
Right. So basically, like they'll grab you. They'll grab you.
No, they'll try to get close to you. Here's another thing. Just a pro tip. If you're a person, so in America, right, people are taller than in Brazil. Word of caution, just don't look at tall girls in Brazil. Because most of the time they're not girls.
Got it.
Oh, oh my God. Oh, boy.
So no Amazons. No Amazons.
Listen.
In the road. You shop there before? That's why you say.
No, listen, I'm 6'7", okay? In America, I've dated WNBA players, girls who are 6'4". They don't exist here. If a girl's approaching that tall, I know somebody. It was funny. He was tricked. We had a laugh about it. I won't mention his name, but I asked one of the Brazilian people, the lady who sells candy in the corner. I asked her, "Hey, is that a lady?" And she says in English, what a pretty girl." And we laughed about it. So
right.
I have one friend, and he's really, really nice friend that I have for a couple years. And I'm talk with him all the time. I see him. I enjoy his company. He's old experienced guy, so we talk about a lot of things in life. And I know his type with women, But then the last time, yes, it's turned to me a little bit different, because I have one friend, she's a lady boy, and I saw he's get her contact, and I say, oh my God, what are you doing now? He's know what he's doing.
Wow.
Did you let him know?
Did you tell him?
Most of the guys let's say, they don't know.
I don't want to tell him because, maybe it's something that he's like. I don't want to feel he's constrainable. You understand?
You're not a good friend.
Yeah, you gotta.
Curious?
Okay, but here's my thought about that.
That's not your good.
Here's my thought about that. Here's my thought about that.
I don't want to ruin his time. Maybe he's known because.
So then, if he knows, then it's not going to bother him that you said it.
Type.
You're not a good.
No.
He told me what he's.
Listen. This is what it is. Like, you should tell him. Here's why. It's very accepted here in Brazil. If he was into that, he would go down to Posto 8 where it's accepted. Like, why come over here by the straight people and then front and lie with your appearance? Go over to Posto 8. Vai lá. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we think about them. Why are they there?
Yeah, but sometimes, it's to get a problem for me also, because sometimes I do it for 3 times. I let the guy know they are late boys and they just want to they just want to fight with me. They want to scar my face. So it's not all the time I tell people's, hey, and
Well, if I had you as a friend and I was in Brazil and something like that happened to me, you wouldn't be my friend anymore. You're not as a fraud, man. You're gonna let me go and
I let him tomorrow. I say, hey, 2 days ago I sit there and we talking, and then after we not together anymore, I saw you talk with one and you get the late boy contact. Okay, so tomorrow I send him the message and let him.
It might be too late by that time.
It's just over, bro.
Wait, hold on.
To see it.
Hold on. JM with the $5 super chat. What's up, bro? Is Lapa safe for bar hopping solo, or should I go with someone?
What?
Lapa, is it safe for bar hopping, going to the different bars, or should he go with somebody, or is it safe for him to go by himself?
No, it's safe for his going by himself, but of course, keep the eye in your personal things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just make some friends, go with some company, then you enjoy much more than be instead alone, because it's many people, they dance each other, they enjoy the vibe, when you are friends, you enjoy much more than you alone.
Yeah, it's not hard to meet other people that are doing the same thing that you're doing, trying to do the same thing and go with people.
Yeah, you can go there alone, just drink and start to dance with somebody else who you don't know. And because Brazilian people, they just help friendly persons.
Yeah.
And then, but the problem is you don't know the person who you enjoy when you're there and you vibe.
Well, I don't go anywhere by myself usually. I like to go with. I try to, hey, you gonna go to this spot tonight? I try to go with people. One other Cashapp, another one from Ed13 with $13 Cash App. Thank you, bro.
It's gonna be another night.
Well, here's one tip. If you do go to Lapa by yourself, get an Uber, get on Lapa, have your fun, go to the bars, but Don't walk down the street blocks away from Lapa. Just get right back in the Uber, go home. Ubers are super cheap, $2, $2, $4. Don't walk down streets by yourself. That's when you get in trouble.
Yes. No, that's what I say. Just stay in the main street. Never go inside. Try to explore when you don't know the place.
Right. You got to go to Lapa for sure. Definitely.
You said go to Lapa?
You have to. A lot of locals go there. It's a very vibrant area, and there's a lot of parties and stuff like that. So I mean, it's a great scene, especially there's always something going on.
Got it.
You have to.
Hold on, let me read a couple more things here. Live Travel Tours says, LOL, damn, I ain't gonna fall asleep though. She gotta go before. For me, if I don't know anything about this girl, I got no background check, I'm going to try my hardest to just stay awake and take her to breakfast in the morning or for some coffee and bid her adieu. And then when I go back, I'm crashing. That's me.
Nah, I ain't gonna be able to enjoy myself.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
Sleep, man.
Yeah,
I'm locking my stuff
up. My nightmare comes right back in my head.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna get a lock in the morning,
and the door is open, and nothing's in the room. That's my
listen. But here's if you stay anywhere in Copacabana, you've got a doorman, you've got a portero.
I know, but it's just me. I just don't feel safe.
If you lock it up in your suitcase, and the doorman sees the lady taking a suitcase out your room, that he might be like, You know
I agree. And you know what some people do? Some people hand a little something to the doorman and make sure they're good with them. Hey, I'm, and they take care of it. That's great. But it's still, it's a mental thing. It's a thing where I just can't.
But then it's better, take nobody to your room, because if you not have good rest, good sleep, your days the next
No, that's not the answer. The answer is I get to know somebody. I need to know a little bit about them. And if in the first few times they come over and I can't sleep, okay, eventually I get comfortable and I could sleep.
So let me ask you this.
The answer isn't I don't take anybody to my room.
Have you ever had a one night stand?
What?
Have you just had a one night? I know it's personal, but just met a woman and then y'all connected and you just
in Brazil? No,
I'm talking about like in general in the States, anywhere.
No, that's not really my MO. Maybe when I was younger, but now, no, I usually meet on, through a Tinder or wherever, and you talk to them for a minute and then you start. So I know people a little bit. I need to know something about them. I don't just, hey, come over. I just, that's not me. And I'm not hanging out in clubs and bars and bringing people home.
Unless you got a big network and you meet people through your network.
Yeah. There has to be something that I know. I just need to feel comfortable. That's all.
Right.
That's all. I'm not super crazy. I just.
So when you come here as an American, you're going to meet a lot of other Americans. Your network's going to grow really fast, especially if you go to some place like Mabs. I personally go to Mabs to hang out with other Americans. I don't even like sports, really.
Right.
And there be some ladies there, but that is not the reason why I go. I go to hang out with friends.
Right.
It is very, very, very easy to meet other people. When you're away, for some reason, when you're away from your country, when you hear somebody that sounds American, you're like, "Yo, what's up, bro?" And they're like, "What's up? Hey, so what?" Like you could go to the beach. There's a place that most Americans seem to kind of go to, and you probably find yourself there. It's at Barraco 147. There's a guy named Marcus that runs that little area. Go down there. I mean, it's good. He's going to charge you a little bit more than in other places, but he facilitates you meeting other people. Like he put the chair down. Yo, what's up, bro? Come down, come here. And he speaks English. And when you sit down, there's a bunch of other brothers there, and they'll immediately, yo, man, where are you from? Yo, I'm from here. Yeah, oh, yeah. I'm here. This is your first thing here. And I found it's weird because when I'm in America, I don't talk to other people. When I'm walking down the street, I might give a nod, but I ain't stopping. And if somebody stopped me on the street, I would be like, what does this guy want? But in Brazil, when you're outside of your country, it's like you want to stop and talk.
That's true.
You feel really good and you make friends instantly. And it's like, yo, let me buy you a drink. Oh, and then you talk And it's like, what do you
Yeah,
want
but I
tonight?
believe,
Oh, go to this spot tonight, and you can
yes,
immediately make plans with people to go.
yes, but sorry to tell you guys, I believe soon it's not going to more any good point for the guys staying.
Why
Say
you
what?
Because I talk with some of my friends, they work in there, and they say he's want to charge for the girls the same they charge for the tourists. And the girls don't want to pay 30 reais and one simple chair to sit there in the beach. They don't want to pay 30 reais, 35, 37 reais for one caipirinha, you know, because they know if they go in different place, they pay much more cheap. So the girls, they not agree. Now the girls, I go there this last weekend and I sit there, you know, I want to meet the girls. I miss my friends there, you know, and I contact some of them and they not there. Nobody's there. And the girls say they are in the other place and they tell me where because he's charged the girls same he's charged for the French guys. They're not the normal price for the other places in the beach.
So that will eventually correct itself, because
And
when
the girls say it's not fair
he's gonna
because
have
we
to-
bring tourists for him. We sit here, we bring tourists. The guys, they come because it's many girls here, and he's want to charge us the same. So when they get upset, then they go in different places.
He's aware of it. He's aware of that whole thing. Yeah. You know, since I'm here, I'm kind of I hear everything, and Marcus is aware that people think his prices are pretty high, so he's tried to come down on them.
Yeah, they are high. Like when I went there, you know, yeah, you know, but I mean, some people don't mind. Some people don't care, especially when people first get there, and even the prices he's charging, you would think, oh, that's not a lot. But then when you realize that you can go over there and get it for half the price or less than half the price he's charging,
I think
then you kind of feel a ways like, yo,
you know, I think he's just need to consider that's about gringos, that's about foreign peoples, but that's not mean they are rich. You guys are rich, you know, because what you charge, it's like 40 real more than the place.
Right.
So he can charge more. It's safety area. He's not everybody there, you know. That's why the guys, they choose to go there because they feel safely with him, you know. But I think it's not fair, you know, charge 40 real more compared to other places. Yes, you guys can go to other places. You know, that's what one friend told me. He said, Renata, I not blame him. I go into him. I know he's expensive, but I feel safe with him. So if the guys, they going to pay for, okay. But it's not mean you get a problem or you go into store in another place. You can enjoy your time even if you take one place next to him. You can see the same women's, you can see, you know, the same view, but you pay at least less. But what I not agree, if he's charged like 40 reais, even more. Like if you sit there, you get one chair, one umbrella, 70 reais. It's crazy. When the chair is cost 5 another place, 5 reals, and umbrella it's cost 15 reais, even less. I think it's unfair. I don't like. I not agree when I see people doing the things with people's, even if they are French. Yes, they can pay a little bit more. Yes, but they not reach it. You can charge, but not so much. That's the thing.
I would say if there's a general rule, anyone who has English language skills, whatever their profession is, they're going to charge you more across the board in Brazil. E por isso você tem que aprender pouco de português. You need to learn a little bit of Portuguese. It will go a long ways on your trip. You will, I mean, when you go to the restaurant where the gringos go, I mean, you'll have $100 reais breakfast. Now that I go to the places where it's only Brazilians, I'm talking about daily, I'm spending 28 reais breakfast. That's pretty normal.
Yes.
So yeah, So yeah, Marcus, like you said, he caters to gringos, and
he's a nice guy. You know, only the thing I not agree it's how much he's charged the guys who's go there to enjoy. If he's really show, yes, guys, you my friend and this, okay, so just give a discount to the guys. You know, come on, 40 reais more than the other place. It's not a friend. It's a store.
So you gotta think about it from our point of view. I mean, from not me, but a guy who is his first trip in Brazil, a foreign land where everything's foreign, everything's a possible threat, and you see an island of somebody you understand. Guys are willing. They brought money to spend.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're saying. So you got this safe space. That's how. Yeah.
Lucia,
I get it.
she's the one working there in the beginning with her husband. You know, Lucia, she's married with one guy.
Okay,
you know.
hold on. I don't want to get into people's business like that.
Okay, but she's the one,
But
you know,
keep talking
so
about
the girls, let's say she's
Well,
the
she's
one.
the owner.
She say to the girls, you girls can come and can pay the normal price. But when she's not there, then the deal is completely different. And then the girls just going to the other places.
Yeah. Well, it'll correct itself. If there's enough people that don't want to go there anymore because of it, he's gonna have to change how he does it. That's all.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, I think with every new summer, when the energy comes back and guys start going there, it's gonna kind of revert. What do you think, Hanata?
Sorry, what? When they
So you know how there's the high season, which is like December, when everybody starts coming back in town. All the Americans will come back and they remember that place, and that's where they're gonna go.
Yes. I believe the place in the summer times it's going to be packaged full with the men's, you know, and the girls want to come back there, you know. But the point is, you know, that's only one place, and then after he's staying between the other ones.
Yeah,
you got a whole beach of places to go to. So I mean,
next to you, you see where the girl's going to. Maybe they not stay exactly in this place. You know, I hope not, because that's what I say. Marcus, he's kind, he's good, friendly, but yes, he starts a little bit too much, you know.
And for context,
they complain. Not only the girls, the guys also, they complain.
Yes. Yeah. And for context, we're talking about Copacabana is a beach that's 3 miles long. So each tent is, you know, they're 147. You've got all the way down to zero. You can go over to Postal Run, which is Rasta Beach. There's thousands of tents.
Yeah, there's like but maybe 160 tents just on Copa.
160? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's every
no, Dennis,
20 meters. What?
It's about 300 or something tents.
Not on Copa.
Yes.
Well, Marcus is 147 and it's almost the end.
No, Marcus is 147.
And that's at Postal 4.
That is Postal
5. There's only like a couple more postals after that.
Yeah, the tents, they are very close one to other one.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's not 300, another 150 between there and the end. It's almost the end already.
Okay. Yeah, not exactly.
Are you including Ipanema?
No, that's what I'm saying, just on Copa.
No, because I see 270 something. So I think it's going even more. That's what I say.
But is that on Ipanema?
No,
it starts over again, I think, when you go to each beach.
Hey, JB, a word of advice. Hit the treadmill before you come here because you're going to be walking. Everybody walks here.
Oh, yeah, I've been working out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. 3 Mile Long Beach.
GB, you can search for him in my Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll hit you up, man.
Inside one of my videos from the YouTube, you can search him from there. Or...
That's your name right there, Dean Jameson 3D.
Yeah, that's my Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. So I not people, so it's to get more easy for you to find him.
And like I said, everybody's friendly when they're outside the United States. When they're into the United States, they're back into combat mode. But once they get out,
you talking to me?
Back in the
talking to me?
Yes, yes.
Everybody's super friendly, man.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
explain it like this.
sent you a message.
Okay, all right. I see it right here.
Cool.
If you're in the States, man, I'll be honest with you, man. If you're in the States, you could be packing. Here, you had to get on a flight. You're probably not packing. You're in a foreign country. You know, there's just a lot of camaraderie. There's a lot of reasons why guys are more open overseas.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
100%, bro.
Let me read some of these guys. Hold on. Racket Club says, I hate to say it, but most dudes get drugged and robbed because they're thirsty for ladies. Don't lose your common sense in the USA. Yes. Yeah.
This is the wrong country for that.
Yeah,
It don't happen as much here.
That's not really.
They say Colombia, but
I didn't want to say that because some people think I'm a Colombia hater. But yeah.
Saw like 3-4 meters. He's trying to run, but the guy, just hit him. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's going to the hospital. I think it's in Medellin.
But don't let that deter you from not going to a country. You know what I'm saying? Stuff could happen.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Here in the States.
Yes.
And so.
But if that's all you hear about every single day, a new occurrence, maybe it should raise the eyebrows. All I'm saying.
Yeah, a few weeks ago I saw him and he said, "Oh my God!" And he showed me the pictures. Oh boy.
I do hear Colombia a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I do hear. it a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to say anything bad about it. Racket Club, are y'all in the chat looking for a good time or a long time with these women? That's the other thing too. For me, I prefer to take some time and meet somebody nice that I like. I'm not really that guy that's just trying to pull. Like some guys are just in the sport, right? I don't really do that.
Well, I'm young, so I still kind of want to be out there and meet somebody at the same time. It's like both, really.
Let me give you some context around this, okay? You're young, right? Here's the difference. In America, women have mental hangups and mental shame around sex. In Brazil, they don't. They're more closer to men. I have been complimented more here in the last 6 months than I have ever been in my life in America. Women will say, "Oh, você é lindo," which means like, "Oh, you're attractive." Women,
yeah, I've been told that too. No, when they say lindo, it means beautiful, and I translate. Right. I'm like, "You're calling me beautiful?" And I'm blushing. I'm like, wow.
No, but that's the word that they use for handsome. You just say that's handsome, right? Because they didn't say linda. That would be beautiful. Lindu is like handsome.
Okay.
Yeah, but just to be for somebody to say that to you, usually guys have to say to the girl. But for a girl, I've had many Brazilian women say that to me. And I'm like, what?
In the States, if a woman compliments me too much, I'm thinking she's on BS.
Yeah.
Oh no. So
it's different.
Just the whole.
You'll see, man.
There's like you can have a whole interaction with a woman here. You get to know her. Let's say she does spend the night. When she wakes up, she's not going to be mentally shaming herself. She's not going to be like, "Oh, why did I do that?" It's going to be like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm a human. Right. You're a human. We're humans. We just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is one of the primary reasons why I moved here. All that games and BS is just not here. Yeah, so it's not even about, it's just men and women are much more closer here on the way they act.
And that's something I'm thinking about doing, like moving over there. So that's glad to hear.
Let me ask you something. You here in Rio for a long time. Mm-hmm. And you can tell me, I don't say all, almost, but like, you see from my view, because the women in the United States, what I hear, what I saw about it, they are more interested about money, the men's conditions. And you think in Brazil it's coming more or less the same?
Oh, I can definitely answer this for you. The first time I came here was in 2013, and I have always felt like Brazil is 30 years behind America, and that is not a good thing. When I first came down here, it was before the internet kind of really jumped off, and you could, oh my God, this is what you could do. You see a girl on the street, lock eyes. Don't even say nothing to her. Just lock eyes. If you don't look away, she don't look away. You can literally go up and kiss her. You know, you can do that during the carnival sometimes now still too, but it's like I grew up in a time in America where there was walk-up game. With all these apps, it destroys person-to-person interaction. It's completely different. I think that Brazil is going down the wrong path. For example, I went over to a club called Casa Rio Black and
Madureira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was, I don't want to say too many disparaging words, but there was a lot of out of shape people there. And I was like, this is Brazil. Like, Brazil is the place of people that are in, really good shape. So I think Brazil is following America probably about 30 years behind. I'll give you another example. We had Martin Luther King, and y'all just had, in my opinion, your Martin Luther King moment. A lady by the name of Marielle Franco. Anyway, in a lot of ways, I feel like Brazil is 30 years behind America.
Yeah,
So,
unfortunately, America
sorry, Dennis.
influences.
Just for me to understand, you see, the girls, they are more and more interested about financially.
Yeah.
Here? No.
Brazil. That's what I mean. Let's say, how many % you think the girls in Brazil, they are more like financially, they experience here this long?
I think that there's certain things that cannot happen here that happen in America.
Yes, because that's, from my view, that's what I say. Brazil is coming, from my view, for some girls, it's about money, but it's not same as, let's say, in the United States. What I hear, what I listen from the guys, what I see in the media, most of the girls, the guy, have good conditions, have to afford them. They don't go out with date. They not at least spend $100 in a date, So in Brazil, I think it's going to the same way, but it's not exactly the same. But I see many, many women, if the guy not put out the money, not spend a little bit more with her, or not give her something at least to her, it's nothing happens, or she's not interesting.
There's a lot of unrealistic expectations in America, but also just foundationally, America is a matriarch and Brazil is a patriarch. Just simple respect for the word man happens here in Brazil. For example, there's no such thing as masculinity in America nowadays. There's only toxic masculinity. If you're a man, by default, you are evil, you are bad. So that doesn't really happen here. Men just receive a general level of respect here, and that's enough reason to move on its own.
Yeah, like not to, like in the States, it's so bad men don't even want to have sex. They have MGTOW and monk mode. They don't even have sex no more.
Hold on, let me just pull Charlene into the room. He's been sitting in the green room. Let's welcome Charlene to the room. Here we go.
Yeah.
Hey,
Charles,
Charlie.
what's up, man? Sorry for the long wait. I was waiting for a break. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Just like next time, just roll me in there. I don't need an introduction.
We gotta clap, man. We gotta celebrate you coming in, man.
I mean, I appreciate that, but But Dean, you mentioned something about overweight and obese Brazilians. I have seen some down there. I actually have.
And it didn't used to be that way.
I'm gonna stay away.
I was very surprised.
I mean, you can stay away, but they're there. So
yeah, they are.
Is it like the United States? No, but to say that they're all they all have perfect bodies, that's just simply not true.
Yeah.
But it's like in the States, it's a lot. It's an abundance.
Charlie, when you come to Brazil, will you stay in a hotel or Airbnb?
I'm not sure yet. Probably in Airbnb.
No, before when you are.
Oh, my first trip, I stayed in an apartment with Mr. John Thompson, and then my second trip in São Paulo, I was in a hostel, and same with Rio.
Oh,
Yeah, you were in a hostel last time, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
we met in
Mango Tree,
Ipanema.
Ipanema.
Yeah.
okay.
I
I
met.
actually found out that you can buy tickets to football matches there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you suggest guys stay in the Airbnb, or if you suggest the guy who's have the condition to stay in the hotel. What do you suggest here now in this night?
It depends on what kind of trip he wants to have. If he wants to do like the touristy stuff, like the quintessential like vacation, do a hotel. But if you really want to get to know how Brazil runs, how Rio operates, like on more of a touristy, non superficial type of way, definitely get an Airbnb that connects you to a neighborhood, that connects you to a district, and you're going to find a lot of great things and a lot of hidden gems in a neighborhood. Like, for example, Dean, you're in Botafogo, right?
Right.
Yep.
I imagine you're going to find great restaurants, great things to do, like a lot of like intricacies in Botafogo that you're not going to find in Zona Sul.
Well, I mean, Botafogo is still Zona Sul. My Airbnb host, I did meet her, and she did give me a bunch of recommendations for because I told her I was trying to learn this area, so she did give me a bunch of Instagram links to restaurants, and there's a bunch. Yeah, Zona Sul is pretty. It's larger than you think. It's not just Copacabana. It's
Well, I know it's the three: Copa, Ipanema, Leblon.
No, it's actually more than that. It's Central. It's
No.
No.
Central.
Central is not. Is that considered? I thought that was Zona Sul also.
No. Glória, Catete, Botafogo, Glória, Catete, Flamengo, Botafogo, Copacabana, yes.
Laranjeiras.
Yes.
Laranjeiras. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's big. And then you got the East Zone, which is like Barra da Tijuca, Recreio das Bandeirantes, Jacarepaguá. I love these names. Yeah. It's a big place.
I would definitely recommend an Airbnb or an apartment.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I also recommend because the price is really good compared to the hotel. The difference is that's what I try to say to you guys. It's the safety. When you guys come to Brazil the first time and don't know about nothing, especially when it's you being alone, I don't know, but from my side, if it's my way, I stay in a hotel because I'm alone. I don't know about nothing. I'm staying in a two area, and it's staying in a hotel, not in some apartment where I rent.
I've always felt safe at every apartment I've stayed in. There's always been a doorman that has to buzz me in to go in, and then
I need to pee.
Oh. Anyways, there's always been every hotel I've stayed, Airbnb has had a doorman. And when I got there, I have to give them my passport. They photocopy it. And it's like, then even if I'm walking in there and it's another doorman, they'll go, excuse me. And I say, oh, I'm staying in room, whatever. And they look to see my name or whatever. And then they kind of get you. If you're there for a couple of days, they kind of know who you are and you can walk freely. I've never felt, oh, this doesn't feel as safe as a hotel.
Right.
Like I've never had that.
And by the way, I stayed for the first 3 months I came here on this trip, I stayed by Postal 5. And I stayed in a pretty popular building. There's a lot of people coming in and out. And some Argentinian people say, how do we get past the gate? I said, no, you don't have a way to open up the gate by yourself. Only the portero, only the doorman can open it for you. So he has to know you. Yeah, there's no way for you to get in. So it's 24/7. There's a doorman. So Yeah,
That's why I don't understand really what Hanata's saying. And I know, like, when I say, for instance, when I was in Fortaleza, I brought somebody to my room before, and they stopped. I had the thing to get in. You had to use a card and the security there, and they stopped because I was with somebody else.
And they
had to present their ID, get it photocopied. They took a picture of them, everything, just to go up. And it wasn't somebody that was staying there. It was just because I had to go there, change so that we were going somewhere. So,
sign up right now.
Hey JB, you got some noise in the background.
You got to mute, JB.
Got it. Hey, hey, I got a question for Dean.
What's up?
Yeah, so you say you've been out here since December, and I know you in tech. I'm in tech too. Do you see like a market to teach people tech out there?
Well, for me, the money is just so different that you would probably be better teaching online, doing everything online. It's like, what do you want to, as I say in Portuguese, ganhar. That means like, what do you want to gain? Or it's better to make dollars. And,
right.
You know, you get, because in general,
you don't want to be making
reais.
AIs.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, you don't want to be getting into a situation where you're earning money there, because then
then you get taxed.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's keep everything online and
okay, cool.
Oh yeah, and here's the other thing about putting it online. Let's say, okay, you get tired of Brazil for a while. You want to go to DR, Colombia, anywhere. If it's online, your money goes with you.
Yep,
it's just always better to do it online.
Got it.
Hold on, let me read a couple more of these. I'm getting behind here. Ronald says, in Philadelphia and Washington State, I've dined in Brazilian restaurants, absolutely delicious. So to be in Brazil where the food is within reach, can't wait. Yes, sir. I really hope you enjoy yourself when you're out there. Racket Club says, being thirsty will always get you effed up. Yes. Well, be careful. That's all I'm saying. Dennis, I got. I learned from it. It will not let it stop me from my travels. Yeah, it shouldn't. That's all you can do. Learn. My thing is, and I take pride in it. I try to learn from other people's mistakes. I don't want to make my own mistakes. Live Travel Tour says, Dean, what method would you suggest is the best way of learning Portuguese?
Not Duolingo.
Well, okay, here I'm gonna give you my full answer, right? I learned from several sources. I did take classes for like 4 years, but if you want the cheap route, go on YouTube and look up, there's a channel called Easy Portuguese, and they talk kind of slow and they have subtitles in Portuguese and English.
Right.
It's not a easy language to learn. I think Spanish is actually easier, but I didn't like how Spanish sounded, so I avoided it for 8 years, and I just focused on Portuguese. Now, I know Spanish at this point, but you got to learn one thing because those two languages are so close. They're sister languages. But anyway, what I do a lot is I do a lot of listening, because to understand native speakers, you have to do a lot of listening practice. You can go on the internet and type in live in Portuguese, which is ao vivo, and just listen for hours on end. So
I was listening to CNN. Sorry to interrupt, but I was listening to CNN, and they kept talking about Vinicius Jr. being subjected to racism in the Spanish football league. So I started to pick up a lot of things there.
Yeah, so the 24-hour news cycle, they repeat. Yeah.
Dan, I hear, sometimes that when I meet you, I hear how you speak. And the last time I come in your back and you surprise me with the Portuguese, and I say, oh my God, you come more and more good with your Portuguese. It's impressed me. You look like Brazilian sometimes when you talk. Because mediocre. You talk like with what's called gíria. We have gíria from the Brazilians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, slang. Yeah, I speak with the Brazilian slang too, a lot.
Yeah, I hear there's different like types of Portuguese, like from like different local areas, they speak differently, maybe like dialects almost.
It's like the United States.
Oh,
When you go to Texas, they
Yeah.
sound different from New York. They sound different
Right.
from Florida. They sound
Yeah, I've been practicing on my Duolingo. I know a lot of vocabulary. I could read and
Yeah,
recognize
get
a
off
lot
the
of different words.
Duolingo and get off the
I'm gonna
Duolingo.
check this
and
out,
roll
Dean.
in
And
the
this
school.
looks pretty cool. I like how they're breaking
Yeah.
everything down.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hit play on one of them, but it's got like subtitles in English and Portuguese, and it's really
Hey
slow.
everyone, today I'm going to show you how to use
that's
markers
a-
in Premiere Pro to help cut to the beat of music and make sure.
Oi, gente, tudo bem? Você está assistindo ao Easy Português e hoje a gente vai mexer o corpo. Vamos lá?
Nice, like
made
something so
for-
simple. I've never
Right.
really learned the body parts, so
Mhm.
yeah, this is kind of cool.
I got a couple channels too.
Yeah, I watched this one
Inspira pelo
video.
nariz.
Hold on.
Dennis, check out Plain
Boca.
Portuguese.
Okay, sorry. What's that?
Check out Plain Portuguese.
Plain Portuguese?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching this dude online. He said you could learn a language in 7 days. So I clicked on it, right? And he was
Yeah,
talking
that's a
about
gimmick.
how it's like
Don't
thousands.
do it. Don't do it. We're telling
So DJP and I both agree because we know the language pretty well. There is absolutely to really learn the language.
Oh, yeah,
It's
I
going
know
to take
that.
some years.
I'm subscribed
Right.
already.
Okay.
And then also check out Speaking Brazilian.
Yes, I was about to say that too. She's really good. Speaking Brazilian is really good.
I actually got one of her classes. I need to buy the other ones because if you enroll in her course, she gives you lifetime access.
Oi, pessoal, aqui é a Virgínia. Você sabia
Okay,
que
yeah,
a
I
língua
also know her too.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
so you see,
definitely
she's
subscribe
got
to her.
subtitles in English.
Yeah. Cool.
And I'm gonna give you one more.
No, that's too much for me. But go ahead,
Can I-
because other people might want to.
Actually, can you
it's
hit
called-
play on that video?
portuguesa
So,
sofreu
make it
muita
larger.
influência do árabe. Hoje você vai
Right, so you see
aprender
where it says
10
HP,
palavras.
the little cog where it's red, the little red icon on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, click that. This is a tip for everybody. So you see speed playback. It says normal. Slow it down up one. Yeah, slow it down to like 0.75. Now hit play.
De origem árabe que são usadas frequentemente no Brasil. Continue assistindo. Antes
Yeah, so you can slow it down.
de começar a lição de
That's how it sound on Duolingo when because they have a slow sounding version.
Get off the Duolingo.
Say you don't like Duolingo. So why is that?
Because that's not how you learn a language, dude.
It's a good starter.
It's a good.
Before you
It's
get
a, it's a start. It's a good start.
Yeah, it's a start, but a lot of dudes rely on Duolingo, and I
No,
see
when I get
JB
there, I'm
doing that.
uh,
I say
Don't
you
get
just
there.
attack
You
it from
need to
every
prep
angle.
now.
Yeah.
Attack it
I
from every
started on
angle.
Babbel. So
Yeah, but many things you guys agree with me. You guys learn when you guys are here. living
Oh
in
yeah.
I
learn a
didn't
word
really
every
learn when I
single
was
day.
there.
What?
I feel I have to learn outside of, because when I was in Brazil, I didn't really have somebody to sit with to learn from. So when you're just interacting from day to day, you don't have time. You can't waste people. For me, I'm talking to somebody. I can't sit there and expect them to have the patience to go through all this stuff. So I'm pulling out my translator
Yeah,
all the
but
time. So I wasn't
maybe
really learning while I was there.
yeah,
Studying is the way I learn best.
Dim,
I think you're.
I can see Dim. He's more like communicate with people when he's go out walking around, right?
Yeah, I do use translator, but that's like if I'm WhatsApping with somebody and I want to send them a message in Portuguese, but I can just speak a conversation. I had to argue with a bank manager in Portuguese at one point. Yeah, but so I studied for 2 years before I ever came to Brazil. And so with that 2-year base, now day to day, when somebody says, and I'm paying for, there's certain words you're going to hear over and over and over. time to pay with a credit card, and I asked
Yes.
NEFC and like NFC, right? We say NFC in English, but the lady said approxima, like approximate, which means to get close. They don't say
Yes.
NFC, they say approximación. So I was like, okay, I've learned so many words even on this trip, but I had the years base. And I really feel like that's how a child learns a language. They learned informally for 8 years before they ever, no, 6 years, whatever, before they ever started learning through a class.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So they have the base. It's like you have to understand before you can even learn. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, that's what I say. Sometimes you see your circumstance, your moment that you really need to try, because sometimes you stop in one place where you don't know, go nowhere, nobody speak English, and then you need to use at least a little bit what you know in the Portuguese to communicate, and you try to do your best in Portuguese, right?
Oh, yeah, I mean, for me at this point, I'm fluent, so
Yeah, I know,
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
But that's how I know
Oh,
English. That's why I say my English is not so perfect, because my English, that's when I live there, and the moment I need to talk with people, I feel I really need to communicate, because they not speak Portuguese when I'm in the United States, and I hear people talk, and I try to remember, I try to figure out to say what I want, what I mean to people's. So when
and I'm always
are the same, more you guys come many often to Brazil, many you guys try to communicate by your own, even if you guys use the translate, and sometimes you guys don't have option to use the translate, just try. That's it's learn a lot when you're there.
I think if you have a friend that's patient, that can work. I'm telling you from my experience, what I thought when I first went, I studied with my my app, and I thought, well, when I get to Brazil, I'll learn, because I'm going to be talking every day. But when I got there and people talked to me, it was like I didn't learn a thing, because it was always going back to the app. And so I find the best way for me to learn, well, coming back is with a teacher, trying to learn what I can. Now when I go back, I think it'll be a different experience, because I know a little bit. Now I think I have a base to kind of start. So that's my plan. I'll keep you guys posted on how it works for me. But like you said, Dean, you kind of you went through the teaching a couple of years before you even had to kind of get in that situation. When you don't have a lot and you just get in that situation, I know Hinata keeps kind of saying, well, just talk. It's when you're having a conversation with somebody, they're not sitting there trying to teach you how to speak. Like it can be very uncomfortable, and people don't have time like that unless they're really sitting there to try to teach you something. That's my experience.
They want to learn you. That's 100% sure.
Yeah, but not everybody wants to learn.
But most people.
If I met somebody on the street and they were asking me for directions or having a conversation on the street, I'm not trying to teach them.
So
you don't know how to pull out your app and let's talk.
They gonna have patience with me?
No, you don't put the Apple. No, that's what I mean. You don't put out your Apple. You don't put out your Google Translate. But you can, try to talk. And I'm sure they are full patience to try to understand what you mean, what you try to say.
So like I already know like some phrases like qual su nome, cuántos años tienes,
¿Cuántos años vos tienes?
Oh yeah,
that's Spanish.
That's Spanish. I'll keep mixing it.
Charlie, you know many things. That short time you say you in Brazil, and oh my God, I suspicious because you speak good Portuguese, main things.
Well, I speak Creole because my parents are Haitian, so I speak Creole and some French. So like I think that helps me. Because they say like French, Creole, they're Latin-based languages. and Spanish and Portuguese are similar, like Latin-based languages, so it helps me.
I've heard that a lot.
Yeah.
You know,
It's some people will definitely will want to help you and it's nice and everything, but some places it's just not. You're in a restaurant, they got no time for that. You know what I mean? You're asking for directions or ordering a drink, or most places you go to, people don't got time for that. You make a friend, and that's great. They will definitely try to help you. But most conversations you have, they don't have time for that.
That's actually a great situation. I would say the best way to learn a language, let's say if you want to learn Portuguese, go find you a Brazilian girlfriend, like a real, girlfriend that she's trying to learn English, and y'all fumble through it, and y'all are more patient with each other because you're both trying to learn the other language. That's a great situation.
I just sent you an app in the chat. Download that.
That's the app. All right, I'm gonna download that.
Pai de Mentira. He's put a couple of messages in here. I guess he's Russian because he keeps saying Russians are the best at speaking Portuguese because they have a certain knack for the accent.
Yeah,
phonetically they sound
Portuguese, maybe.
But what on Duolingo, like when it showed me words, I'm able to recognize them really fast now. Like
no, I think he's Brazilian.
Oh, okay.
Well, I asked him before any YouTuber, and he say girls from Minas Gerais, not Minas Gerais, but girls from other places in Brazil, let's say Salvador, other places, they not same real women. They not like foreign guys, same in Rio. And I told him I not agree. So I think he's Brazilian.
Okay. Pai, you wanna he's the father of who? A father to the what? What's a mentira?
A liar.
Mentira, lying.
Mentira.
He's father of lying.
Yeah, that's why when I answer him, I say use your name, it's already give me the answer. It's lying because girls from Bahia, Salvador, Bahia, not matter Rio, São Paulo, they always see or they think the same most,
Okay.
So somebody political, a lot of people think that Lula is the father of lies. I believe that's what he was talking about. Lula, the current president, something like that. If I had to guess,
Bolsonaro's a racist piece of shit.
Okay,
exactly.
Let's stay away from the
politics. Yeah, you're right.
It's not
politics.
Oh my
God.
I know, but
that's a human trait.
Oh my God. I wasn't in Zona Sul.
Go ahead.
It's big manifestation, like what's called when it's manifestation.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, protest.
When come out in the street and they say
demonstration. Demonstration.
Yes, it's a big one in Copacabana. And then they are there because of Bolsonaro, and then it's one girl in the middle and she say, Lula! Oh my God.
Maybe we should fill in because, so for people who don't follow Brazil so much, Bolsonaro is the last president, sometimes affectionately called the Trump of the tropics, and Lula is a past president. He's more like a left-leaning president. I won't say any more than that because I'm a foreigner and I don't have an opinion. But that's that. So there's a lot of Brazilians that are, they just had their elections last October.
Yeah,
so there's still
I can
a lot
tell
of
you guys a little bit the difference about Lula and Bolsonaro. Bolsonaro, he's think more like old head. When everything like the world it stopped and it stand long time ago. You understand?
He's old school.
Yes, let's say something like this. The world for him it's not change about the women's to be with men's and men's to be with men's, women's to be with women's,
Oh, he's against it.
And so some things it's like that. Some things it's like the things more modern. He's not approved in the world.
So it's worth noting that
the Lula is You know, when he's growing different circumstance. You know, he's have a pool moment in his life. He's grow up with have a movie from him, difficult life, when it's talk about the experience for his life long time before. You know, so and that's the point. You know, and people they say, oh, you give a chance for one guy being in prison before. You know, you choose this guy being in prison with your president. It's correct. You know, it's saying I think everybody need to have a chance in life. You know,
So
from
I'm gonna give a little
my
bit
view,
more context.
for its safety. You know, the safety, the good life experience. You know, for like you guys have many good conditions in United States. So let's say in Europe, you know, you guys have a support for the government. In Brazil, we almost not have before support for the government. We have now after, you know, Lula first, and when he's coming the first time.
Yeah. Let me give you a little more. Let me add on to that. It's worth noting that Bolsonaro. So Brazil used to be a dictatorship, and Bolsonaro was either he was some high-ranking member of that dictatorship. So he kind of thinks that way still. I won't go too deep in because I don't really have an opinion on it. Like I say, Lula, he's the first president to come from a humble place. He was first, and he actually used to work in a shop. He was kind of like an organizer. He actually lost a finger working in a shop back in the day. My battery's running low. But yeah, they have different ideologies. And also, I think Lula said everybody who put him in jail are the people who support Bolsonaro. So, but he also got caught up in a national scandal called the car wash. I've studied a lot about Brazil.
The only my problem with Lula, it's only one thing, you know, when I not agree inside the politic rules in Brazil. I don't know if United States is different, but in Brazil, the difference is you don't have the school education, and you can be a president in Brazil. I don't know if United States is different.
Yeah, it's the same thing. As long as people put you in, like, you know, it doesn't matter who you are.
So, in my view, you know, when Lula he's in the president, sometimes what I see, he's don't have malice, you know, and he's guided for most of the things he's don't know about it because he's don't have experience. The first time he can read all he's by himself or understand something. You know, I'm not here to protect him, but I see in Brazil we have more protections with him, you know, and I see the benefits with him for Brazilian peoples. It's better. You know, before the single women with kids, when the guys now pay child support, he support that. He's create something, you know. And then these things, it's come before Bolsonaro.
Okay.
So, and that's what I say, you know, he's growing a poor life and he's trying to make better. If he's follower, yes, but all in my view, not a matter Brazil, United States, or not a matter where you are in a country, everything is corruptions. All the time it's corruption, not a matter what, not a matter who you vote. The corruption, it's inside there, in my view. So it's only accepted the presidents is they going to follow or not, because it's a only you guys can tell, or I can tell something if we are inside. But I see for this side, I think. I mean, you know, when you are inside, you are president. Sometimes it's some circumstance you need to follow. Something is not regularly. So not a matter who you're going to vote, but you need to focus to see it, compare. Lula inside the prison, yes, But why it's make him inside the prison? He's make different for other presidents. Let's talk about Trump.
No, let's not talk about politics. Let's move on.
Trump, he's the best friend for Bolsonaro. Let's talk about Trump.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say nothing on that, bro.
Let's move on. We're gonna keep politics out of it.
So I don't want Trump in Brazil. So that's why I not vote.
Let's not talk about who you voted for.
Okay, let's go.
Renata. Come on, man. All right. Marcus says Airbnbs that are condos are ultimately safer as they always have a doorman.
Marcus, what's good, bro?
And hotels are open access normally.
They may be open access, but it's harder to get into a hotel.
Can you walk, like in America, you can walk into a hotel and go to the elevator and go upstairs. Nobody
No.
stops you. You can't do that in Brazil.
I think I know a little bit about what he's mean. If he's got some company and he's want to go to the hotel, you need to contact the hotel and see it's available, because some few hotels it's not available. You can get nobody there before you book at least 1 day before. You need to give somebody, and after you book somebody there, you're not able to bring somebody else there.
So Renata, I have a question then. I've never been in a hotel in Brazil, so I really don't know. In America, if I walk into, especially a large hotel, you walk in, you can walk anywhere in there, and you can go to the elevator, but you can't necessarily. Some of them you have to use a card to get up to your floor.
Yeah,
let me answer that.
Like that. Most of the hotel now in Brazil, it's like that.
But
no. Hey, wait. Mr. Brazilian face here wants to answer that, because when I walk into a hotel, the doorman says, "O que você tá fazendo aqui?" And I say, "I'm sorry, I don't know." In that moment, I say, "I don't speak Portuguese. I'm acting like a gringo." Because if you go in there, there's more in Brazil. There's more physical security than in America. There will be somebody that will confront you if they think you're not staying there. Yeah, it happens a lot here.
Okay,
Yes.
that answers my question.
That's what I say. Sometimes, let's say one hotel, let's say it's have one hotel next to Marriott, not the one Marcos is talk about it. Now, next to Marriott, exactly, it's say side. California something, I think the name.
Okay, go on.
If you guys book to stay in this hotel, you guys never able to bring any women or any friends or any company there. For you bring somebody there, you need to book 1 day before. You say, listen, you show the ID, you put the justification, the reception, and you say, I'm going to, receive this company. It's about business and this and this and this. And then they let this person the next day come to your room.
Okay. And that's the real reason why I choose Airbnbs over hotels. Well, for two reasons. They're much cheaper. I mean, if you stay in a hotel for a month, you're paying $3,000, $4,000. And you can't, you have this problem with guests. If I get a Airbnb, it's more like, okay, I'm living there and I can have as many guests as I want. So yeah, the whole guest thing is a huge reason to get an Airbnb.
Yes. And also have some hotels when one night, if you book somebody there to get a visitor, good, nice company, the next day you're not able to get another one different. Let's say Hilton.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. You can put another person on your like, say when you go and they say how many people are staying in the room, you have to put that person's name that's going to be in the room with you, and only that person can be in the room with you. Like you can't switch the names or put somebody else's name.
But it's a little bit change, what I hear. It's a little bit change about it.
Okay, Marcus says, though keep in mind that if you are wishing to have company, the Airbnb can make things more difficult for you. It doesn't sound like it. It sounds like it's.
I've never had that.
Oh,
What?
plug in your phone. His battery's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't understand.
Oh,
What?
he says that the Airbnbs make it more difficult for you than the hotel, but I think it's the opposite.
No, he's actually right, because you got to check the rules and you got to see with the owner of that Airbnb if you're allowed to have guests, because some of them can deny you guests. So always make sure that any Airbnbs that you rent are guest friendly.
Yeah.
Before you reserve that spot.
Okay.
Yeah, but Charlie, most of the guys they going for Airbnb because they know they're allowed to come into apartments.
Right, but not every Airbnb is going to allow you to have guests.
Right. He's saying, but you know what? This is a
I
good tip.
misunderstand.
This is a good tip. He's saying that when you go to book your Airbnb, look in the thing because it'll say you guest friendly or you can't have guests. So just make sure.
If it doesn't, just email the owner of the Airbnb and verify.
And ask, can I have guests?
Yeah, don't just rent the Airbnb and be like, okay, I'm gonna have a friend over, and it's not good, because one Airbnb, before I went to the hospital route, I was actually about to rent an Airbnb, and he told me you can have a guest over, but they can't spend the night.
Yeah, sorry. Now I understand. Yes, it's have some Airbnb or what Danny say. You need to show the ID in front. You need to wait for, you
And also, another tip: make sure that Airbnb has a safe.
Yes.
Because if you do bring a friend over and you're not quite sure, if they're legit or whatever, definitely have a safe or somewhere where you can hide your important effects, because you don't want to end up like the Swedish gringo who celebrated his birthday, and the next he got.
Yeah, his whole channel is.
Oh my God! But I saw, I have one friend.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's make party and he's staying in B&B. Two friends mine, two different parties, and they feel, a bunch with guys and girls, and it's fine. So, yeah, but I think most of the Airbnb, they let you allowed to come. It's your own responsibility who you take to there. I think most from what I see.
Okay,
what
next
I hear.
point.
Yes.
Marcus says you technically can't work in Brazil as a foreigner without R&M. I think that was meant for JB. So you were saying, about training people. Don't get into anything where you're taking money. Like, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you can get burned.
Right. I'm just gonna keep it online.
Yeah. And also another from Marcus. He says the issue with international relationships is that there is generally a dominant language for the relationship. So if your partner speaks good English, it's less likely that you'll learn Portuguese from them. I agree with you.
He says interracial.
But I don't understand.
Well, international, it should be.
What he's trying to say. If let's say he speak more English than he speak Portuguese.
What's going on?
I don't understand.
He's saying that if you're
let's say you're married to your American husband, Hanata. You have a functioning command of English. You live in the States, so the dominant language in your house would be English. Now, let's say you and your husband have a kid. You may come to an agreement that you teach the kid Portuguese, he'll teach the kid English. But the dominant language would be English.
I agree with that. That happened to me. I was married to a Latina before, and for almost 20 years, and I don't know how to speak because it was me teaching everybody in the family English. So
that makes sense.
So good points. All good points. Oh, Dean, here we go. He's back.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
figured that you ran out of power there.
Yeah, and I had plugged in, but it went out. I don't know. Yeah, I want to piggyback off what you just said. I plan to have children here in Brazil. You just have to be very deliberate about it. You know, if you want your children to speak both languages, and you too, you have to, you have to be deliberate about it. You have to study yourself, and you have to. I guess all relationships take communication. So yeah. If you want people to speak both languages, you got to just do it.
Right,
Yeah.
but you gotta teach your kids English, and let your wife teach them Portuguese, because she's gonna have a stronger command of the Portuguese language, whereas you're gonna have the stronger command of the English language.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I think it's also the adults in the relationships job to learn the other language too.
No, I agree. That's why, like yourself, I was studying for a couple of years before I touched down.
Yeah, you speak pretty good, man.
But I noticed on my last trip, I spoke less Portuguese, and that kind of pissed me off.
Yeah.
No, because it was like I was in areas where I would begin to speak Portuguese, and they would just try to communicate in English, and then I would just naturally revert back to English.
I just say to them, I don't understand this. Don't speak to me in English.
But no, you do remember, like, when we were having lunch, that it was pretty much almost exclusive with the garçons that we were adamant we spoke to him in Portuguese, because he was trying to speak to us in English, but we just responded in Portuguese.
Right. Yeah. Yep. You gotta force it back on them. They're trying to practice their English. We're trying to practice our Portuguese. You just keep forcing it back.
And another tip, and Dean, you may I think you're the one who told me about this too. There are polyglot meetups around Rio that you can always visit. That's another good way to practice a language as well. Just go in with your knowledge of English. You're looking for Portuguese speakers, or there's some French, there's some German speakers there too. Part of Argentines there, so you're going to get Spanish as well. Just go in, find your target language, start practicing, and then network with that person and say, hey, is there a way we can talk to each other for at least an hour or two a day? We'll speak in English, then we'll switch to Portuguese, and then you start building up that way if you can. Also, I would also recommend, I think, Dean, you mentioned it, like when you learn as a kid or whatever, you may have to take it back to basics. You may have to find some children's programs in Portuguese and start watching those. In fact, if you watch the 2008 movie, The Incredible Hulk, with Edward Norton, where he was in Brazil, he was actually watching Sesame Street in Portuguese, trying to learn Portuguese.
Right.
So that's where I got that little tip.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
Ed Babine says, I just used the app italki.
Yeah, that was the one I threw in the private chat.
People from that country, the teachers are really.
There's another one that's really good.
I've never heard of italki.
There's another one that I'm gonna find it because it's on one of my phones here.
Sean Don says Lula has also brought back the need for visas to travel to Brazil. Yeah, that sucks. I heard that's
and he did it for incredibly stupid reasons too. Because he's basing it on he's basing it on the fact that they weren't bringing as many tourists in over the past couple of years. But guess what? The entire world was shut down. Nobody was traveling. So he was basing those off some numbers that had stipulations on them.
I thought it was more that it wasn't being reciprocated from.
It was more or less like it wasn't just the United States. It was also Canada, Japan, Australia too. But it was because he said that they weren't bringing enough tourist dollars in, so that's why he reinstated the visas.
Yes, and also Lula, it's nothing with to Mexico, and now before we from Brazil to going to Mexico no need visa. Now we need visa to go into Mexico, but it's nothing with Lula. It's with Mexico embassy. So what I mean, yes, in Brazil, yes, then it's involved with Lula, but even to go into United States, everybody knows the reason why the visa, why is everything, but it's nothing something. Oh my God, please, nothing can stop you guys to come to Brazil.
It's very
I know.
You heard that?
Only
Hanaka
for
said
the
come
guys.
to Brazil.
No, sorry to tell it like this, but maybe only for the guys who is lazy. You know, the guys don't want to take visa, don't want to send because most of the guys, they have the consulate Brazilian close to them.
Yeah.
What most of the you can't say that most of the guys have that.
The closest one for me is 4 hours away.
Not most, but some, you know.
I have to go to Miami.
I gotta go to Houston.
You know, Miami.
Right from my house.
And I know many places. Marcus, what?
But I'm saying mine is 10 minutes away from my house. So
Yeah. So I mean, some.
Mine is
some
4 hours
guys,
by car.
it's possible send a passport after they get it. You know, or just mail box and they bring. I wish Brazil was the same. I wish.
Yeah,
that
when you're used to a system, it's just now you got to adjust. Like if I go back to Brazil and I have to get a visa, I have to
Guys,
get a
not
visa.
possible for God. Before Lula, it's already like this.
But I'm talking about people now.
Hey, wait. No, so Brazilians do have it a lot harder. It takes them a year to get an interview. And if you don't have a carteira assinada, if you don't have like an official job, you're probably just going to get denied. It's much, much harder for them.
That's why a lot of them go to Canada.
I'm just saying
That's why
Americans they feel entitled. They feel they're used to being able to move around freely, right? So now it's just another obstacle.
Say something. You know, years ago, you guys already need a visa to come to Brazil.
Yeah.
And then it stopped. Okay. Then it's making it even more easy for you guys. The only thing is make it different now. The rules is continue it. Now the rule is the same as before.
Yeah, we got that, but we just don't like it.
It's already existed in the United States before. A long time ago, you guys need a visa to come to Brazil.
That's true. The first time I came, I needed it.
Because Bolsonaro come friend with what's called Trump, then this rule is stopped. You know, and what it make you guys more easy to come to Brazil without visa, but it's nothing. You know, the visa, it's not supposed to be stop you guys to come to Brazil.
But it's going to stop a lot of people from coming to Brazil.
It's not difficult.
Yeah, but who you arguing?
It's not difficult, but it's time consuming.
Some
a
people,
lot of dudes just want to get on the plane and go tomorrow.
People, it will stop them. Some people it'll stop them, but I think most, if they want to come to Brazil, they're gonna come to Brazil.
Yeah.
I remember when I had to get my visa to go to China to work.
Yeah, but what I want to say, people say
I had to send my passport. I had to send it to Texas.
Yeah, it's about time. I understand it's about time. Sometimes I even don't have time to do things. I believe. You know, I even sometimes don't have conditions, but I believe also, you know, the life is not difficult. Sometimes it us make the life difficult. Not the life is difficult. If we can make work.
Just call them lazy and that's it.
There are Brazilian travelers, American Brazilian travelers that are happy that the visa is coming back. Because the people who are too lazy to do to go get that visa, they're saying, okay, that's keeping a lot of stuff that goes on in other countries out of here. Guys that throw money up in the air, it's keeping all that type of energy out of Brazil and keeping Brazil more pure.
One more thing, I get you one more motivation to go search for visa. You know, in Brazil, you need to pay $100 for passport. You need to pay $100 more for visa. And then you get the chance to not get approved. Most of the time, you'll not get approved to go in the United States and Brazil. And for you guys to come, to go into Brazil, to go into the United States. I talk about Brazilians. You spend $100 for passport. You spend $100 for the visa, and most of the times you're not approved to go in the United States. And now let's see for the other view for you guys to come to Brazil. You guys, let's say, pay $100 for the passport, $100 for the visa. Maybe it's not the truth. Maybe it's even more less. You know.
Hold on.
I'm 100% sure you guys come to Brazil.
Hold on 1 second. Why get a $200 visa to fly 9 hours? We can go to Colombia or the Caribbean for free, no visa and less flight time. Well, number one, I don't want to go to South Carolina or Missouri, so I'm not
First
really
of all,
sure about that.
wait.
But
Is it $200?
it's
No,
it's probably gonna be about $160 or something.
$50.
But anyways, the point is, let me answer this question.
Hold on. Let me.
The reason
Okay,
why I want
wait.
to go to
Remember the last thing I said?
Hold
Remember
on.
the last thing I said? He's saying exactly. That's exactly the type of traveler that a lot of Brazilian American travelers are saying, we don't want you here because, you know, those are the guys who throw money up in the air and, you know.
Well,
but to answer his question,
Let Charles finish.
But to answer his question, because I don't want to get drugged and robbed. Simple as that.
Hey, come on.
I don't want to get drugged and robbed.
Yep.
Where?
Come on, man.
In Colombia with 2 O's instead of the U.
Okay.
Okay.
The Caribbean, yeah, I'll go to the Caribbean, but Colombia, when they stop drugging dudes and robbing them,
come on, man.
I'll go.
Now I hear, you know, all over in the world. That's what I say to you guys. Not a matter where you guys go, all over. It's about chance. It's about, you know, something. Yes.
The reality of it is, it will stop. There's going to be people that won't come just because of that. They'll go, well, I don't have to get a visa over here. I'm going to go over here. And that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. I think that's just that entitlement that people feel like, well, I shouldn't have to get a visa anywhere I go.
But I hear many times what Charlie say. You know, Charlie now he's talk about Colombia, and I hear for some friends mine, you know, they have really bad experience in Colombia. They can say, some friends mine, they say they just blowing something, and you in the nighttime, and you just don't know what you're doing.
I want to challenge, like you said, the entitlement thing. I want to challenge Americans and say, your entitlement is not okay. Really? That's stupid. You think
your
like
entitlement, your entitlement will leave you in a really bad situation.
Right. I heard a guy who come over here, an old guy, he'd been coming here for a while. He said, you think these people would want to learn some English so they have some opportunities? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I heard that.
220 million people, they don't need your English.
I have a cousin that it's like, well, why don't they learn English? Everybody's supposed to know English, and it's like, dude.
Pretty soon we're gonna have to learn Chinese. So pick your poison: Mandarin or Cantonese.
Oh, but I can imagine myself in China or Japan. You know, I can't. Even Mexico. When I come to Mexico, I say, please talk with me in English. I don't understand.
Oh God, Hanata's such an American.
But just the whole entitlement thing, it's like you're being lazy and you want everybody to come to you. I just feel like more knowledge is always better. So
but that is the vast
and JB,
of Americans feel that way.
Listen, this is why I learned Brazilian slang. I call it defensive language learning. I may not use the slang terms, but when people are talking around me and saying things, I need to understand what they're saying for my own safety. And if you refuse to learn another language, you're really putting yourself at a disadvantage.
And Google Translate will not teach you slang. Neither will Duolingo.
Yes. Then when people in Brazil try to talk around you, you try to listen and pick up, right?
Yeah, and I understand pretty much everything.
Yes, that's how I am when I come in the United States before. I listen and I try to understand what they talking, you know, if they talk bad, if they talk good, you know.
Fogel McLovin makes a point here. If I have a family of 6, it'll cost me an extra $1,200 in visas.
Start driving for Uber then.
Yeah, I give you that. I'll give you that.
No, start driving for Uber. Pick up a second job. Be a bartender, wait tables.
He has a family of 6.
No. If you want the $1,200, you're gonna figure out a way to get it so you can get the visas.
Turks and Caicos has no charge. Yes.
Dennis, I don't understand the last question.
That's a dumb argument. That's that whole family of 6. Because if you have a family of 6, why do you want to come to Brazil so bad? Stay here and raise your kids there.
What he's
Because
six.
you don't want to, because you probably are looking for a new place to live because you're so afraid that your kids are not going to come home from school.
He's saying that it'll cost him $1,200 more if he's trying to bring
So
his whole
pick up a
family.
second job.
So it's
Go
cheaper
drive
for
for
him to
Uber or
go
something.
a place that doesn't have a visa charge.
Go wait
It's
tables. Go
about
do something to come up with
His
12
family
Okay, let me try to understand. He's talking about it's, let's say, 6 people in his family. Let's say he's his wife and 6 more kids, 4 more kids.
Yeah.
Something
Okay,
like
well,
that.
I'm gonna let y'all in a little secret.
Solar travelers.
Wait, hold up. Isn't it $1,500 on a tax return per child? So that's $6,000 on the tax return right there.
Yeah, but let's.
Well,
it is what it is.
What I'm saying is you're
even
complaining
my
about the price. Just figure out a way to pay for it.
Well,
if you really want to
Come on,
come here.
I don't want to money shame anybody or make them feel
No,
like
I'm not money
it's that
shaming
much more.
anybody. I'm just saying if you want to come here, you'll figure out a way to come here.
Okay, go ahead, Renata.
Okay, let me say anyway, but yeah, let's say it's his wife and 2 more kids. The cost of the money to be in Brazil, it's of you. Everybody know it's less more than the United States. You just need to do the accountability and make the plan.
Yeah, but
I don't talk about living, but I talked about come, enjoy, have fun.
Yeah.
Well, he's talking about the visa, so that's what he's trying to say.
He's saying that the visa is an extra cost now that he wouldn't have had to deal with before. So he can go to another place like Turks and Caicos, another island that there's no.
Okay, so let's me to go out and do an interview with some guys, talk about the visa, because the visa it's only going to be allowed and approved October 1st. October 1st, it's going to be the visa. So if you guys want to be a little bit about the info, I can try. I can go out and interview some guys and ask about the visa.
Can I ask somebody in the room
about to get the visa?
Actually, let me just really quickly. I have a year visa. I have a student visa, and it cost me $1,800. So,
okay. Question: This visa.
Wait, 80 or 18?
18.
$1,800.
Yeah, student visas don't.
To get visa to come to Brazil, 1,000.
Student.
No, for a year, I can stay here all year round because I have a student visa. So,
But let me ask you this:
Yeah, it's dependent visa.
If you get this visa, is it like China where you get a 10-year visa?
The previous one was 10.
1 year. This visa now is going to be $160 for 1 year.
No. So the previous one before was $150, and it lasted for 10 years. So I don't know if this one will be the same thing too as well, but that's the last one that I got.
If that's the case, then that's great.
Exactly.
No, that's the one I want to get if they bring it back.
When I came in 2013, it was a tourist visa. It was 6 months and it was $50.
But there was also a 10-year visa because I was actually trying to get that one for the 2014 World Cup, but I never got it.
Yeah.
That's the one I paid for. I paid $150, and it was for 10 years, and it was in my passport. It was like a big sticker, that landed there.
Yeah, because my friend actually has one in his passport. He has a Brazilian visa because he went down there for the World Cup in 2014, so he still has his.
Yeah, so
I don't. So you're right, Backpack. No.
Like you said, new president, new things. So, but for now, the best time to do is buy your ticket now, and you don't have to worry about it until October 1st.
Or you can get the application process started now.
So okay, he says, "Dude, I'm not poor. Doesn't mean I'll pay $1,200 in visa charges." I get it. Like to have to put out that extra money, it sucks. But I mean, that's just life.
There's a very famous saying in Brazil, and I love it because I apply it to travelers. Brazil is not for beginners. If you're a beginner traveler, go over to DR. That's how.
Actually, I'll baby step it some more. Just go to Cancun.
This is my first one, so I'm still a baby.
There you go.
Are you going to pay $100 for a $25 pizza? Doesn't matter how much you make. You're not going to work either.
It's a mental thing.
You know what? I'm done. I'm done with Fogel McLovin. Just stay home.
McLovin.
Just stay home, dude.
That's what I'm pushing, bro. No, I get it, but it's just the cost to play. You want to go to this? This is what it's going to be.
No. Just go to a Carnival cruise. They go around the Caribbean. Just go hop on an island, grab some rum, come back. You're good. Just hope they don't run into a situation when you're out at sea for like 2
He
weeks.
says you need a police report, $20, 3 pay statements and bank statements, and some other requirements, and $200 per person for a 10-year visa. For a 10-year, so it is a 10-year visa?
So let me give you some clarity, because that's not quite right. That's not quite right. The police report is a federal FBI record. So if you have tickets on your state, that's not going to count. I did this. I did exactly what he's talking about. So boots on the ground, you pull your FBI criminal record, then you have to send it off and you have to get it internationally notaried. That's called an apostille. Then you have to also apostille your birth certificate. And yes, I gave the bank statements, all that stuff. I wanted to be here. I was going to do whatever it took because, Brazil is not for beginners. And I just, whatever hoops they're going to put in front of me, I'm going to jump through them.
I did that when I went to Barbados. I remember I had to go to the police station and get this. But that kind of sucks. You got to get pictures taken but hey, it is what it is. If you want to get here,
yeah. But
I know it will keep a lot of people from doing it. A lot of people won't do it. A lot of people won't want to go into the police station for nothing.
By the way, you don't go into the police station. You go to a website, the FBI website, and then you fill out a form, and then you still don't go into any type of police station.
Yeah, but
you go
just imagine all these people here.
Yeah, I'm giving them reality. I was afraid.
Go to the FBI website and put in your information. No.
I hear you. I was afraid too. So I'm giving everybody some reality. I was like, I got to go to the FBI. No, you go on the FBI website and it says, okay, you need to identify yourself. You need to go to the post office and you need to fingerprint yourself. And then once you come back to the website, you download the form and you never have to talk to any authority figure. So it's not as bad as you think. There's boots on the ground information. I'm telling you. I did it 6 months ago.
Yeah, it is what it is. He says that he can afford it. It's just sad for the Brazilian tourism economy. I think it will definitely affect tourism, but
this is not.
If you want to go
detrimental, then I'm sure they'll.
If you want to go to Brazil, you're going to go to Brazil,
right?
And it won't hurt them that bad because there are a lot of Europeans down there.
I have to remind everyone, this is not Colombia. This is not DR. DR and Colombia could both fit inside of Brazil several times over. Brazil is a huge country. Like, it's almost as big as America.
Yeah, it's largest in the world. So
yeah.
Yeah, I have one Colombian girl, when she's come to Brazil, she saw the favela in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, oh, the Colombia favela is same in Brazil. I say, yes, I believe I can see from the movies.
Yeah.
I can say that. Because when I talk about my experience. So what I told her, yes, I believe because I see in the movies, Brazilians, favela, Colombia, it looks similar in Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean the shape, the way they look. When I bring her and her husband to the favela.
Mm-hmm.
And then she say, yes. And she tried to show me something and she showed me a necklace with gun.
Mm.
And I think, oh my God. And she say, don't tell this nobody. It's very secretive, very this. And I say, okay. Don't let my husband know about it. And I say, okay. But if it's in Brazil, they show me the reality, gun, not show the necklace.
Okay, let's
they
not
show
talk
me
about
the reality.
We don't need to know about the guns. Come on. Okay, anyways.
Sorry, but I mean, yeah, when she showed me that, I say, okay, I believe the favelas in Brazil, it's same in Colombia. I say, I agree in this. And just try to put, bigger. And she just showed me a gold necklace. And try to put, I don't know, maybe Rio, Brazil low, or I don't know what her intention. But in Brazil, we show a little bit different.
Fogel says you don't need the FBI. You can get one from your local police station. They just charge you 20 to 30. I believe when I did my thing for Barbados,
it's not true.
It was that I needed to do it quickly. So I didn't do the way to do it quickly is if you can go down to your police station and fill out some forms are there, and they take a picture of you and they just get everything prepared there, and then you can come back and pick it up or they mail it. I forget. It was a few years back, but go
ahead.
Let me
complete my process. You take these documents that I just talked about before, the federal criminal record and your birth certificate, and you come to Brazil and you bring them to the federal police. Do you think the federal police in Brazil are going to care about your criminal record in Florida? No, it's federal to federal.
Right.
That was my experience 6 months ago. So,
right.
Have you done it? My question to this gentleman in the chat is like, have you actually done it? Completed it? I have.
He says, funny you knocked the Carnival cruises. I'm sure he's talking to you, Charles, as we actually are on the wonder of the seas in the Caribbean right now.
Hey, Fogel McLovin, I honestly don't give a shit, dude.
Okay. Let's keep it civil. Nah, hey, everybody's going to vacation how they want, and he has all the right to complain about it because it sucks. Especially when you're traveling with so many people. Yeah, it's gonna suck. It's gonna cost you a bit more.
It is what it is. I understand that, but if you want to go somewhere, you will figure out a way.
Right. So they have something called travel agents. When I was planning for my wedding, we got a travel agent. We paid for 10 months, monthly payments, like a monthly bill for our trip, and then we went. We didn't think about it. You could go on a $10,000 trip if you pay for it in monthly installments, or any price point is what I'm saying. So if you want to travel, you will travel.
He got it already.
Okay.
So why is he complaining?
Yeah.
20 minutes ago, we got to end it.
He says, I got my 10-year visa with the Miami Police Department, hand delivered to the Brazilian embassy in Miami. No issues.
Came up with that $1,200 mighty quick, didn't you, Fogel?
Yep. So all we need now is you to put some super chats on there, and we'll think you're a bot.
Okay, guys, it's 3 hours and 16 minutes. Let's shut it down. Does anybody have any other questions? He says for my friend and family, lots of money. Yes. And he says he is a bot. Okay. Anybody have anything else they want to say? Any questions? Hanata, remind us again what we're doing on Thursday, the next show. She's frozen.
Oh, she froze.
She probably.
Oh my God, Dennis! My internet is really bad in this moment.
Okay,
when you guys talking, it's go a little bit trippy.
Yeah, we see the same thing from you too. You freeze, and you're like, oh. Okay. Thursday show, quickly.
Yes.
We're gonna
Thursday?
Shut it down.
Monday.
I'm saying, tell people what it's Monday today. What's Thursday show gonna be about?
Oh, I say in the beginning.
I know, but we're shutting it down.
JB, you come to Brazil if you want to know one place to have American or some nice breakfast.
Definitely.
Wait, that's Thursday show? Weren't we gonna do
breakfast? I told you in the beginning for the entry for the live.
Is this the one in Colombia?
Gringos Cafe. You guys heard about it?
Fogo do Chao.
Down.
Isn't that supposed to be Thursday show? What do you got me editing right now?
I don't know, because when you contact me, you say, "I don't turn my mic on," and
okay.
Good video. You think it's not supposed to be show. So I want to know. So I want to show folk the show. I want to show the people's experience. you know, because my cousin, she's not there. I have one help one a friend of mine to turn on the mic and doing all the things. It's not a plan to make video there. You know, I asked
Okay,
one
hold
guy,
on.
it's okay. Video.
I'll get some clips from it together, but I don't think it's a complete full show. So we'll show that, and we'll show this breakfast place. So 2 different places to eat in the show. How about that?
Why?
Because I don't think there's enough.
Just I got an idea. I got an idea. Hold on.
The steakhouse.
If y'all don't mind,
go ahead.
Why not do the breakfast show on Thursday? Hanata, go if you're able to go back to Fogo de Chão and reshoot. That way you have enough content to do the Fogo de
Guys,
Chão
let's send some money to Hanata so she can go eat dinner there again. That's an expensive spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's my man at? He needs to
$1,200, man. Where you at?
Shalimar, are you in the room?
I don't know. Where's he at? He needs to start dropping.
Shalimar, come on.
Charlie Rue. Where's Charlie Rue?
Okay, we'll do the breakfast place and then we'll figure out. Well, whatever it is. So, anyways, Thursday, that's going to be the show. We've passed 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, but that's what I say. And this place where I have the breakfast, you know, I usually been there many times. It's really good. I love it, you know. But that's the first time it's not so nice experience when I'm there to record the video. But this, you guys only know when you guys watching the video.
Okay.
Because I have the guys there, you know, they talk about, I show the breakfast and how everything is working. So, but the food, I can tell you guys, gorgeous. Okay. Good.
All right,
fantastic. Good. Nobody's complaining about the food.
We'll do that. Backpack Mo, what's up, man?
I just want to say thank you for having me here, JB. Man, enjoy Brazil, bro. It'll be your first time going, but won't be your last time going.
Thanks, bro.
Yo, man, love it up, man, and I love to see people that travel, especially other brothers out there, man. You know,
definitely. Appreciate it.
JP, what day do you land?
I land Friday,
okay,
2 p.m.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Just take it all in, bro. You know.
Definitely, I can't wait, man.
From a lot of the people in this chat too as well. So take it all in and make your own experience and have a good time, brother.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Marcus, man. Thank you. Talk to you soon.
All right, Charlene, JB, Backpack Mo.
Thank you, Dennis.
Dean, any final words
Thanks,
for anybody?
Oh.
Man, I'll give you my final words. Well, I'm so excited, man, about to see Brazil. Can't wait to see.
Imagine.
Right. Let me ask you, JB, how old are you?
I'm 35.
Okay. I asked that because when I started learning Portuguese at 31, and now I'm fluent at 47. So you can do it.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Just enroll in a school and don't rely heavily on Duolingo.
Got it.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna get out of here and thanks, Dennis. Appreciate you, man. Thanks, Hanata. Right. See you soon.
Good night, y'all. Hanata.
Take care.
Take us
out.
Peace. Thank you, everybody. With us for another show.
Hey guys, thank you very much.